This thing on? I hope this is working. I've never done a YouTube stream before. I've done a Twitch stream, but of course it's a slightly different setup for YouTube. So I do hope this works. Knock knock. Then I'll get cooking with gaming as soon as I check that this is working. All right, cool. We're up. Hi, bestie. I have a pack. All right, I just wanted to play whatever and just stream for fun today. Nothing crazy. Why do you have a crown in number one? Is it because you're my number one viewer? Because you're the only person who've ever stepped into the chat? Fantastic. That's funny. You actually says, yes, you are my number one fan because you're the only person who's ever typed in my chat. That is funny. I'm just doing my OBS setup and then I'll play something in like a minute. This one here, I just want to like set this up correctly so I don't have to like fiddle with OBS while I'm trying to do something, you know? Oh wow, like 5 people showed up. I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even tell anyone. I thought I'd have to blast this in Discord and then maybe 2 people would show up. I told Novos to be here because I wanted at least one person to check that it worked. That's cool to see 5 people show up. That's very sick, actually. All right. Before I get started, let me actually do get the link to this so that I could share it. Because I did want to send it in Discord too, because I've never done a stream before. I'm just doing it today for fun. I don't know if I'm going to stream a lot at any point, but it's a holiday weekend. I got some time. I'll stream today and tomorrow. I'll see how it goes. Oh, live. Oh, and for the thumbnail, it just put the channel background. All right, I should put a real thumbnail then. I thought it would like auto-generate one based on the content that links to the stream. Oh, good. Dang, I should put a thumbnail. Okay, I'll make a thumbnail for next time. $75 XP, yeah, because you keep typing, mister. Okay, let's actually play some games. I wanted to play, I think, Greaseball Affinity, because I talked to him a bunch about it, and I never actually tried it myself. I imported it. So I think we're just going to hang out and play this, because this deck looks fun as hell. Quote-unquote Affinity, this is one of those, like, really prowessy builds that most people wouldn't call Affinity, but I think we're calling it Affinity. I think in, like, the last podcast we mentioned of how, like, blue-red tempo to Affinity is, like, kind of a spectrum, where, like, Marley had blue-red tempo with just, like, Swift Spear and, like, Storm Teacher's Talent in it, and then we called it Affinity. And then, like, now Greaseball adds 2 more artifacts, and now we're we're calling it a different deck again. Actual Affinity, as opposed to Prowess Affinity. But then there's actual Affinity, where you drop Swift Spear, and you play, like, Kappa Cannoneer, so it's very strong. Yeah, this is an Illuminating Lash deck, which is really sick. He said that Lash was really good. If he didn't tell me that, I would have immediately cut the lashes and I put something else in the deck. I think the only thing I changed is I added the new alchemy card as the sideboard board wipe instead of playing Pyroclasm, because the card's just better in like 99.9% of the time. Not gonna play these two. This is the next 2 YouTube videos, by the way. Muxus one today. This one would be the day after, but I think I'm ahead on the alchemy videos too, so I'd say this is 3 days from now. I think how I have it scheduled. And we're just chilling. Good evening to everyone who is tuned in right now, being Novo, Silver, Patrick, Kath, and Bobby. That is more people than I expected. That's 4 more people than I expected. I expected 1 person. Oh, that's cool. Irish can hang out. That's a mole. Ooh, we get to do the thing. We're wearing basics. It's sick. Let's go ahead and throw back this eyelet. Hydra, it's fine. We're just gonna try to aggro them down. This turn it's Steam Vents, Storm Chaser's Talent. The following turn, it could be Jam Steelcutter, then Opal, make a token. It could be Jam Landlord Navigator and Opal, make a Magpie. I think regardless, I'm just doing Storm Chasers this turn. No reason to do anything else. Okay, that's fine. We're only gonna have so many dazes, surely. Oh, and a strip mine, of course. Welcome to Timeless, I'm having fun. So we draw another cheap artifact or mana source, then we're totally fine. We can just like play Steel Cutter, yeah. I'm going to want to play Spire Bluff past this turn, I think, so that next turn I could do Cutter or Landlord and immediately trigger them. Like if I do Great Furnace Mopal, the Mopal actually isn't turned on. I don't think I need to throw away Boomerang Basics just yet. I think we're fine unless they actually have like a triple natty strip hand. Then I can just like throw my computer monitor out the window. By the way, everything's fine in terms of like audio levels, right? It's the same as my normal recording setup, so surely it's fine. Alright, classic stream one game, immediately queue into like double natty on the draw. Just play Furnace. We'll play Furnace because I'd rather keep a blue source if they do have triple natty strip. Dude, and these were natty strips too, not even architected strips. Actual double natty hand. With Daze Hydro. Oh, double Hydro. Welcome to Timeless indeed. Okay, here, this is fine. So it's just a question of do we do Landlore or do we do Cutter? Cutter is better for the pure aggro, honestly. I think at least. We are going to have Mopal turned on if we do want to use the third mana for anything. I don't think there's any world where I actually want to cast my Boomerang Basic this turn. I think I want to play Cutter this turn so I can get my second token next turn and make them like really big with the prowess triggers. I don't think I care about the Landlord Navigator drawing a card. I'm a bit slightly quieter in my videos. You know, this morning actually, I have another days, of course. My decisions don't matter. But this morning, when I went to record, my Windows audio settings got reset. I don't know why or how. Must have been a Windows update or something. And I was way too quiet. So then I boosted it back up, and I think I boosted it slightly louder than it was before on purpose. I boosted it to 80, which is what I thought it was, but then it still sounded too quiet, so now it's at 85, so I might be slightly louder. But as long as it's coming through clear, it's fine. Oh, it's just this morning. Just this morning I did, like, videos that are coming out in a few days. And I had to re-record the start of it because I realized my audio was way too quiet and I could not hear what I was saying. He did the triple natty! Dude, it's the triple! Look! Go on. Dude, it's triple natty. Alright, see now we have the face cam here so that I can edit this down and do a short and I can complain. Alright, surely like we could save this game. Play Landlord, play land, play Mopal. Play land first to play around Days. Play Mopal. It's not just an ancestral land, it's an ancestral land that drew a Consider. For free! For free! Alright, I'll take my Magpie, please. The good news is that, like, I can trigger Landlord repeatedly, like, pretty easy. But that's, like, implying they don't have, like, a Bowmasters or, like, literally anything that interacts with me. Wait, this is just a go game 2 kind of game. You're not beating this draw from them. Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, we knew this was gonna happen. Like, if I draw something like a Storm Chaser's Talent or a Steel Cutter off the top, I actually can go crazy with these Boomerang Basics. I just need a reason to cast my Boomerang Basics. That's another double natty for those keeping track at home. Alright, do this. I'm done. I'm done with this guy. We do have 4 Hexing Sculptures that we could play, which probably go in. I just net decked this, so I don't actually know what comes out. Maybe the Lash. Someone's gonna get mad at me if I cut Lash. Like, Lash is just, as a 2-drop, the clunkiest part of this. And I'd rather just play Squelchers. Like 3 Squelchers. Sure. Oh, I have 24 viewers. That's sick. Is that actually 24 viewers live right now, or just 24 people total? It's very cool if it is, in fact, 24 viewers. Let me go to my YouTube page and see it. I'm so curious. Does it say 29 watching now? Very cool. Thank you to everyone for joining. This isn't anything special. This is just like, why not try streaming? And then I argued with Novos for about half an hour on whether or not it was better for me to stream on Twitch or YouTube, because like I didn't know. I was thinking maybe I get a second platform going on Twitch just to have a second platform, but then YouTube would be easier to get the existing people to watch on YouTube. All right, looks like I made the right decision. We do turn 1 Landlore, and then we get forced, and then we're really sad about it, I think. Probably imprinting Bolt here. Is imprinting Bolt greedy? Nah, Boomerang Basics is just represents so many triggers, so much card draw. Fiery Eyelet. You get priority, man. I don't like this. I don't like it that they got priority. I'm gonna keep the basics. I'll play Landlore. It probably gets forced. But we play Steel Cutter next turn if it gets forced. Like, they just can't answer both. It can't happen. Oh, they let it through, cool. Oh, and they forced my mobile? That's so strange. Hi. I guess they have an easy peasy removal spell for Landlore. No? Really? Why? Why do it that way? I don't get it. Why'd you let this resolve? I think it's just jam Steel Cutter attack here kind of angle. We could get dazed. That would be life. I don't want to Boomerang Basics my own Curl Mox to play like around daze and get my guaranteed Landlord trigger. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I know that I could stream on both. I was thinking about that too, but the thing is, I wasn't expecting at 25 people. I was maybe expecting to get 5. 5 period, not 25, and I'm like, maybe don't split the 5 whole people who decide to show up in chat. Maybe don't do that. What do we want to do here? Well, actually, what do we want to do here? I could just Boomerang Basics both of their things, but if that's so underwhelming. I want to draw some cards. I want to trigger my Steel Cutter. I want to kill their Bowmasters. I gotta kill it perma at some point. But I could also just, like, bounce their Bowmaster token after this. Let me add a blue. I'm gonna return my stupid map token. Draw card. Beautiful. As we drew it up. And then shoot this. And then I think we let that trade. I don't mind too much if it trades. I could have aggressively bounced their token, but I want to save my Boomerang Basics so that I can trigger Steel Cutter next turn. I think I could play this Mox, bounce it. Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, Reanimal Masters. Chat, what deck gets Mythic? Unfortunately, the answer is always Energy. I mean, realistically, the answer is anything that I've played lately. All the decks I've played on the channel are, like, pretty fine. Other than, like, Probably the survivalist is the only one I wouldn't recommend for climbing. I mostly just played through all the decks that did well at the tournament and like established strategies lately. Here I want to. I probably play my Squelcher. Man, that's Bowmasters. Play my Squelcher. I could just bounce his token. I probably bounce my own Chromox. Do I do that before I play Squelcher? Probably. Like, I don't think they're gonna fight over this. Decline to imprint here. Bounce you. I draw a card, they get a Bowmaster ping, but that's not the end of the world. Oh, another cutter. Wait, that's like amazing. That's like the best thing I could have drawn. I am kind of punting it into Daze though. Okay. Like, if we win this game, it's going to be an aggro angle. Like, we're going to kill them next turn because, like, Magpie draws another Boomerang Basics or something else like that. And we just get multiple cutter triggers. Another Squelcher. Interesting. I'm on the broke path of crafting Delver. Yeah, Delver is super easy to craft. I don't know if you saw Chest Hair's video where he made it on a very fresh account. He made a fresh account and immediately crafted Budget Delver and got Mythic like in a week or two since the patch. It's very craftable. You can like steal his budget version. Like he played actual Delver of Secrets because it's a common. And it worked. Alright, hits my Magpie. Can I get 7 prowess damage? I feel like I totally can, right? I drew nothing. That's unfortunate, I drew nothing. Do I wait a turn? I could play first Squelcher this turn, and then... What do I want to do here? I could just put Gigantha in my hand, that does nothing. I could play first Squelcher this turn, plan on cracking Fiery Islet for next turn, and then try to double spell again. What I'm concerned about is kind of like wasting prowess triggers on a turn that I'm not going to win. I think it is worth it to copy up here. We'll crack the Islet on end step, probably. Attach this one. I don't attach that one, because it's not big enough to attack anyway. Look at this. Because this lets me crack my Fiery Islet. Oh, actually, no. This was coming in untapped. Idiot. I thought this was going to come in tapped, because it's like turn 8. But no, I do have few lands in play. Alright, this is a bit of a spew here. I'm going to throw that away. We're going to chill until next turn. We'll summon Gigantha because we can, or do we want to just crack our Islet? Summoning Gigantha does what? It actually lets me hardcast Gigantha next turn. That might be worth it. Gigantha might just beat this board state, right? Because it looks like they don't have anything going on. Oh, maybe. Voidwalker, that's fine. That's a very beatable card. Spire Bluff, okay. Because we drew nothing, we're not going to crack Islet because there's no way we could double trigger our cutters. And then here, I'm just going to play the Gigantha. I'm just going to attack with everything, including this. It'll chain to the Bowmaster. Realistically, I should have attacked before combat, actually. Attack before combat, that way hides information from them. Alright, -2? We'll take it. We'll probably trade for my token, but still, like, we just win next turn. They don't have a Gigantha answer, and then, like, this Fiery Islet can just, like, draw me anything to prowess trigger. They did throw some stuff into exile. Just Squelcher, it's fine. Okay. Do we like that sideboarding? Yeah, maybe 4 Squelchers, honestly. Yeah, 4 Squelchers is probably just the play, and then I just cut another creature. Though I don't want to cut my prowess creature. That's kind of how I win the video game, right? You can cut Landlore because it's pretty fragile. Loses to Bowmasters very hard. Oh, a lot of guys in the chat. Holy moly. We're playing a lot of artifact strategies, and Patchwork Automata is usually best. Yeah, Patchwork Automaton is one of those cards that just needs like a little bit more support so that you can build that style of artifact deck like you can in Legacy. No, maybe you could. Maybe you could put it. You probably could put in your Kappa Cannon in your deck, right? I'd have to think about it. It doesn't go in this exact artifacts list because this is trying to be like prowess, play Monastery Swift Spear. I would think it doesn't go here, but in a Kappa Cannon your style of list, it probably does go in. Yeah, actually, like, who am I kidding? It doesn't like really need more support. Like we have the artifact lands and everything in Timeless now. All right. As for what this hand does it keep? This doesn't have like an actual threat beyond Squelcher. I'm gonna say this is a keep though. I'm just gonna play my Squelcher on turn 1 and cycle my Bobble, I think. And then, like, if we get nowhere, we could just, like, Boomerang Basics our Mopal to try to draw through the deck, but I'd prefer not to. Yeah, Workshop and Timeless. Yeah, that's the support it needs, surely. Alright, who else is new in the chat? Hi Mayday, hi Wet Stuff, everybody else who just showed up. Wish I had Grace Noah's? Yeah, it could be a thing. No one's really worked on it, to be honest. Like, it's hard for me to believe it's better than the normal, like, Dark Ritual Necro stuff. Because people have done a lot of work on that deck. It's hard for me to believe that it would definitely be better, but it could be. Okay, we drew no threats, but honestly, I think we just attack with our Squelcher. If they, like, flash into Bowmaster, we just shoot it. That type of deal. Because I feel like that's got to be what they have. Yeah, they have Bowmaster. Bowmaster bad. I think my Squelcher maybe 2. I think I can let Squelcher trade with the token, and then here bolt the actual Bowmaster. I think we're cool to lose Squelcher. Realistically, we have enough mana that we could play around Daze for the rest of the game and be fine. I don't think they kept in force against me. Maybe they did. We'll find out. Tag would be good enough. Timeless Anthology? Yeah, when are we going to get the next Timeless Anthology? Or Cube bonus sheet? Because the Cube bonus sheets are the Timeless Anthologies, pretty much. I wonder when they're going to do that again. Probably next time Power Cube comes back, right? Like, they totally could give us Saga, and it would be, like, a very fair and balanced part of the format. I would actually love Saga. It would open up, like, a lot of deck building. Because it doesn't even go in this kind of a prowess affinity deck. It goes in a slower shell as a win condition, or at least that's what I think. Oh, another Squelcher. I mean, I guess we play slow. I need to draw an explosive threat. I kept this hand knowing that I didn't have explosive threats, and I said that's probably fine. And is it fine? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. I have plenty of removal, though. And if they want to keep, like, shocking and fetching to kill my guy... Oh. Wait, if they Entomb Reanimate, I kill them. If they do an Atraxa here. Wait, clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it. Clip it. I have 7 burn. No, you were supposed to reanimate the Atraxa. No. Dude, I could burn you out. I got 7. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah. Trigger on the stack. I got none. Alright, easy win. Oh, this deck is sick. This is the first ever YouTube stream. This is, in fact, the first ever YouTube stream. I'm just doing it for fun. Nothing crazy today. It's a holiday weekend. I had no plans. I felt like streaming. Nothing crazy. Yeah, Price of Progress would also be, like, very based. It would go right into this deck, Price of Progress. Yeah, Hammer Time with Saga would be cool. That's, like, a really marginal strategy that it could definitely get some help from Saga. There's, like, so many kind of marginal, just a bit too slow strategies. Like Painter's Servant is another one. Where it's like it's a bit too slow for the format, but if you get Saga for, like, a lot of redundancy and winning through a counterspell, then it's, like, huge for the archetype. Okay, that's how I learned how much my chat is delayed from that because I'm seeing the holy based response to the bolt blast after the reanimate. When I started streaming, it said like, "Do you want to do ultra low latency, low, or normal?" And I'm like, "Normal." Two people are gonna watch my stream. I don't care. So normal is probably like 5 to 10 seconds delay. It seems. The basics, would that be fair? I wonder how good that would actually end up being. Surely anything's fine in a hydroponics architect world, right? I think in the current universe, you can kind of just let anything into the format that's not like Power 9 and it's probably like tolerable. Or maybe Manaless Dredge would also be too much. That would be insane. There's like very few things that I think would be too much for the format nowadays because if you asked me a few months ago, I would say things like Flash or Oath of Druids would like break Show and Tell in half, but like old Show and Tell fell off a cliff. It's not a great deck anymore. The format can absorb so much just because the interaction is so efficient. Yeah, Hydro being tech against Pop, that's so sad. Hydro making things basics is so sad. It's the one part of the card design I kind of wish wasn't there. Because the card is strong enough, it doesn't also need to be like Blood Moon and whatever. I float red. You go to second main and then play your Hydro. Classic. Okay. Cameo instead. That's fine. I'll just bolt you sorcery speed. Also, I didn't pay attention to what I drew. -1 HP. Tedious Eureka. Yeah, Eureka is one way to save green that people have suggested to me. I've never played with the card. Actually, I've never cast the card Eureka. But it's surely very good. I think we have to show this guy the Lash. They didn't have days last turn, so surely they don't have it this turn. And then next turn we can trigger our Steel Cutter. You have Spell Pierce or something? You got Brainstorm, okay. This is worth brainstorming to dig for days here for them. We spoiled the Vault? Okay, now we're going with everything. Yeah, Flash Hulk would be neat. We don't have Hulk either. Right now it would be like Flash Atraxa. Force of Will, go down to 1 card to protect my Hydro. Alright. I could I could print Lash Boomerang Basics if that would be a little excessive. I'm gonna do Steel Cutter Lash next turn. Add the chatbot. If you can look up how to do that while I'm streaming, I'll totally do it. It would be really nice to have the chatbot like we have the Discord bot. I agree with you. I will play Steel Cutter. And then I'm probably going to play Chrome Mox. What do I want to do? Because I don't want to play Chrome Mox, pitch my basics, and lose it, right? But I also want to lash this Hydroponics Architect like right now. Or I could just basics it, make them replay it, and then lash it next turn. Probably does about the same thing. I might fight over this. Bowmasters, okay. That is not the end of the world. Where's sorcery? Man, I wish the lash was an instant. I will attack here. We're definitely on the beatdown. I'm cool to trade for Bowmasters because we're going to draw a million cards. My opponent doesn't want to deal with my Steel Cutter. It's an unbeatable card for their deck, like, to be honest. Alright, what did we cut last time? We did cut the Lash last time, I remember, in the Landlords. Though maybe it's, like, all the Landlords out. But then we had the problem of last time where we don't have, like, card velocity in the deck anymore. And if we don't draw a threat, we're kind of just, like, sitting there. We'll keep the Landlords. Novos, can you look it up? Why are you delegating to Novos? I delegated to you, mister. It's crazy. We're sub-delegating all the way down. I do agree that Novos should do it, though. I like making Novos do things. It's my favorite part of, like, this platform. Honestly, my favorite part of having a platform is being able to bother Novos like all day on Discord. What's the card called? Dream Halls? Yeah, Dream Halls is like that one that lets you cast things for free, right? Let me look that one up on Scryfall. It's legal in Legacy. Yeah, 5 mana rather than pay the mana cost. Discard a card that shares a color with it. It's like so much worse than like Show and Tell though. It's 5 mana, right? Unless there's like cool combos with it that I'm not aware of. I assume it's just a backup copy of Show and Tell. Yeah, Flash and Show and Tell decks would be egregious. Yes, that's why in the past, if you asked me what cards I don't want in the format, I would have said Flash and Oath and Druids because those two cards just slot into the old Sultai or Bant Show and Tell lists from a couple months ago that were like tier 1. And that would make the deck have like 2 axes to fight on, which is very annoying. But now that's not even the best Show and Tell build. Now Sneak and Show is the better build. Flash would benefit, yeah. Flash would also benefit Blue Reanimator a lot because they could just flash their Atraxa. Honestly, just like all sorts of fair blue decks could just start flashing Atraxa, like semi-fair blue. Because like blue decks can just like flash a Psychic Frog for 4 mana. Like they can play fair flash, which is like very messed up. Like it's so dumb. Their combo card could also just like give Psychic Frog flash. Yeah, actually, why do we need a bot when you have Mayday to copy paste the cards in the chat so I don't have to look it up? Oh, so Novus, you lost number 1. Mayday's been like out chatting you. Faster. Faster, faster. You believe that guy? He fell to number 3. These were your audience. What's this plus here? There's so many features. All my stuff's on my second monitor. That's why I keep looking there. Start a poll? You're gonna have like a ban Novos poll. He hasn't done anything to deserve being banned yet. Yet. It's the important word. Oh, discarding your hand in response to Jessica's will? That's nice. I had a Solitude in my hand against Jessica's the other day, and I just threw it out for nothing for -2, and I think they still beat me. That was sad. No YouTube chat Scryfall bot? Damn. Oh well. Wait, really? There's no Scryfall bot? There's no Gatherer bot? There's absolutely one for Twitch. Alright, I think my opponent quit on me. It's okay. They decided they just didn't want to play Magic today. Understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, Flagstones is actually a really cool card. It's like a nice little texture card. Like, it's not broken at all. But it's the kind of card that would enable, like, some really cool stuff. Like, just some random, like, you know, Boros land destruction strategies. You could target your own stuff with, whatchamacallit, Cleansing Wildfire, those kinds of cards, just to ramp yourself alternatively. That'd be cool. Do you have any Mill Tech? Nah, Mill is not a competitive deck, so I don't have anything. Like, there's plenty of Mill cards in the format, and you could play it for fun, and you get to play all the blue counter spells, but no, I don't have anything. The best form of Mill is Balustrade Spy, target yourself. I know that's not the answer you wanted. Streaming while I'm at work, slinging burgers has made my day better. Now you're not so bored. That's great to hear. That's cool you get to watch the stream at work. Yeah, YouTube has even 7 TV. Everything is just worse. Dang. Everything's just worse all the way down. How's Living End looking? I actually haven't seen anybody make a Living End list. Actually, is there one in Discord? If you are not like in the Timeless Discord that I usually link under my videos, you should be in it. Because when somebody asks me, is anyone working on Living End, that's where I go look. Living End. 5 days ago, there was a message in the chat. Oh man, no one has worked on it. And nothing before that for over a month. So be my guest if you want to work on Living End. Really? No one's cooking it? It's so sad. I mean, you could even cast like a Fair Living End with Dark Ritual in this format. Oh well. Opponent goes first. Is this keepable? Sure. I don't have any threats in this hand, but I have removal, so I guess I keep it. We do need to cook Living End. Probably just Steam Vent's pass angle. I don't need to rush, right? I need to draw threat. I don't know if this hand was supposed to be keepable, to be honest, because it didn't have a threat, but I saw multiple pieces of interaction and a lot of theoretical card draw, and I said, let's do it. I'm supposed to be like the prowess deck. Why am I just looking at my opponent? It's fine. Really fine. Me and Muxus did some brainstorming, but it looks horrible. Yeah, no, I agree that... I mean... There's part of me that makes me think that Living End could work, because, like, you just have a bunch of cards that cycle in your deck and draw cards, so, like, there's consistency built in because of that. Or I guess most of our cyclers are, like, land cycling, the creatures, that is. We don't have, like, the random ones in Modern that draw a card. Isn't this the guy who's brewing with Easel? That deck is cool. I haven't played against them, so I don't know, but Easel is very cool. They're in the colors for it. I suppose I was thinking of playing on stream instead of this affinity list. I was thinking maybe I play the Easel deck with Oracle the Alpha. It's not a good deck, but it would be fun. I can play that next. Okay. Alright, gamers. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Discard a hand size? I think I Illuminating Lash my opponent and pass the turn. I don't know what they're playing. They might just be playing Sneak and Shut and kill me. This is unfortunate. I'm just gonna Lash you. They probably let this resolve. And then next turn we untap, we do some stuff. Mana Drain. Brother. He's playing Mana Drain in the big 26. Alright, we probably just lose whatever to whatever this is. It's because I kept a bad hand, honestly. I should have mulliganed it looking for an explosive threat. Oh yeah, it's the Easel guy. Is this like a jank Easel deck or a good one? Because I've seen Oracle, the Alpha Easel, it's very jank, but it's also, like, very fun. Oh my god, am I just gonna Lash him again? I Lash you. I want to hold all of my spells for when I do draw, like, a prowess creature, I can go off. Yeah, Easel Chorus? Okay, cool. I saw a couple guys playing with Easel Chorus on Discord, and it looked very fun. I might just do Easel after this, whenever I get bored of this list. I wanted to play this Affinity Prowess list first, though, because it's cool as hell. We do have the 4-mana cycle, and the land cyclers that give resiliency to strip. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually a very aggressive mana drain for my opponent. I assumed, like, they were gonna mana drain into sneak attack or, like, you know, something productive with the mana, but instead they just mana drained my Lash. Wow. Probably could have just let that through. Okay, it incorporates blue-red. I cast Treasure Cruise and double it? No, I cast him and double it. I mean, they're tapped out. I could just burn them out this game, let's be honest. Like, what are we doing if we draw nothing? Let's be honest with ourselves. I think I'm gonna bolt them. God. Next time I cast an instant or sorcery, I draw a card. I'm just gonna play the Mopal. Instant or sorcery. Non-creature spell. Okay. Well, I guess I'm playing the Mopal and drawing a card then. Alright, we drew Seat of the Synod. I could summon Gigantha, but then I have to discard. I mean, I could just, like, play Gigantha next turn. That's the worst idea I've ever heard. Like, what am I doing if I'm not doing that? Am I just, like, bolting them? This is such a horrible keep. I mean, realistically, I probably should have drawn a threat by now. By Tacobyte's the list? I haven't seen it. I'll watch. I know his channel, so I could look it up. Do I want a Gigantha in my hand? I should be playing a Chrome Mox then. No, we don't need a Gigantha. This is fine. We're going to draw out of this. We're going to draw a Cutter next turn, and then we're going to make our opponent look like the fool. I'll probably just bolt them on end step, so I don't have to, like, awkwardly decide whether or not I need to discard. Hey, he's got a Lash too! He's got the Lash. It's cheating. Right. Okay, opponent draws like 8 cards. Alright, we gotta play Easel after this. I'm gonna take the list with Oracle in it, even if it's bad, I don't care. I don't care if I throw my rank away and I go back down to like 20% Mythic. I can send you my deck list if you do want it. I don't have any commands set up. I do not usually stream. I don't need to bolt him now. I can bolt up my main phase. Ah, Landlord, we did it. We drew a card that does something. Can you believe that? It's crazy. I didn't think we'd see the day. Do this. We play a Chrome Mox. Do I want to imprint the Chrome Mox? Honestly, I think I don't. I'm probably just going to bounce it with Boomerang Basics next turn. And just keep the card advantage flowing. Oh, I only had one artifact enter this turn. Okay, so let's bounce it now. I just noticed 1 out of 2 here. So I bounce this now, draw a card. Then trigger my Landlore. They fight over this. I could just put another Chrome Mox. It's not the end of the world. Again, I like all my cards. I don't imprint. I play Spire Bluff. Pass. And then let me grab my deck list off Moxfield. Do I shoot this to keep them from intensifying Chorus? Probably not. That's probably chopped. I get my deck list. That's my deck list. I'm like 5 messages late at this point. Should have bounced Mobile? Oh, for the extra mana? Yeah, that's true. I could have tapped Mobile for blue. And then bounced it. It's true. I am holding 10 points of burn, by the way, for whenever I do decide to murder my opponent. It's like if I draw a prowess creature, they do kind of die. I'm also going to kind of die to a copied up bolt. This is a fun little is it mirror. Ooh, prowess creature. We did it, Reddit. I mean, yeah. Steel Cutter. Please resolve. Please resolve. Please resolve. Don't counter this. This against state. Look, this is against rule 0. Come on. Unfortunate. Right now, what do we do? I'm likely to get double bolted out of the game. I'll be real with you. I'm gonna cycle my Boomerang Basics, I think. Landlore. Okay, that's good. That is a reasonable Magic card to play right about now. And then next turn we could try to kill them. Line. Alright, I mean, technically lethal between 3 combat and 10 burn, right? Just kidding. Yeah, surely they deck themselves, and then it just solves the problem for me. They just copy up a chorus, and they draw 50. Or they copy up a lightning bolt, and they just kill me right here. No, you don't get to do that. I don't let you. I bolt myself. Holy moly. Alright, that was a bad keep by me. I shouldn't have kept a hand with no threats in it. So we're against a slow blue deck. Honestly, I don't even think we need Squelcher. I think we just like keep deck the same. Maybe we got the Lash for Squelcher, actually. Slash is just a 2-mana burn spell here. They're not playing creatures, they're creatureless. What's rarity of Galblast? I think it's a common, right? Yeah, that's a common. You can craft it, it's chill. Copied Chorus card will have the starting intensity. Interesting. I gotta pay attention as he copies it to see how it increments. I would assume that it would copy the intensity of the original one, and then the copy gets cast first with that intensity, and then the original cast one intensifies by 1 and then goes off, right? But it starts with the intensity that intensifies the other ones? You mean it starts again at 1 intensity, or it copies the existing intensity of the card? I haven't played with this yet. It doesn't? Oh. It's still worth it to intensify the cards, though. Wow, a copied is always base intensity. I had no clue. I would assume that the intensity is a copyable attribute, but I guess not. But a burger while I'm at it? Dude, I would love a burger if you lived like in the state of Connecticut and could get that burger to me before it got cold. I would love a burger right now. YouTube live panel says I have 0 viewers now. That's lying to me. Why is it saying that now? Rush page. Uh-oh. Oh well. So you easel him with 5 intensity. Your copy will have level 1, and the other one will go to 6. Yeah, I understand that's what you're saying. That's interesting. I would have assumed it copied it at 5, but at least not. Yeah, the classic alchemy works like this because it works like this. I mean, in paper, something like that is not a copyable attribute, but I would assume that with alchemy, it would work better because it's alchemy, and they want alchemy to work, right? We're gonna start turn 1 Storm Chasers, then do Steel Cutter trigger it. I don't think we need to like play our Squelcher to protect ourselves. I think, though, maybe I'll play Squelcher instead of Steel Cutter. Wait till turn 3 for Steel Cutter if I feel like they have counter magic. I'm just gonna jam this into Force if they have it. Okay. It's fine. Pass the turn. They did get a priority pause, so they might have something. So I think I will play the Squelcher over Steel Cutter this time. And then next turn we'll just jam Steel Cutter Mobile. Hopefully draw something else that we could trigger it again very easily. Nice and fast. Fun fact, if you put a sticker, stickers. I don't want to read the rest of that message. I know it's going to be rules nonsense. If you put a sticker on a paradigm spell and copy it, the copy will not carry the sticker, therefore you will have 2 paradigm triggers from the same spell. Interesting. Alright, well, let's play Steel Cutter, and then probably hold the other Steel Cutter for next turn. What you got there? Bolt my Squelcher and then force my Steel Cutter? That would be understandable. Have a nice day. Yep, cool. Alright, fair play. We'll just jam the other one next turn. Don't need to rush it. Just jam it, immediately cycle the Bobble. We're all gone? Yeah, we're all bots? True. All bots. Dude, I can't believe I have 58 people. If you had me guess the number of people who would tune in, I would have honestly guessed 5. And, like, 2 of them would be people who I told to watch, like Novos. Like, I turned on the stream, and I said, Novos, can you watch my channel and make sure that the stream turns on? Because I don't know how to do it. My god. Okay, that resolves. This is big, big. Big resolution here. Do I just kill? No, I'm like one prowess trigger short. I can do 9 damage this turn. Maybe I should have checked my top card to see if it was like a brainstorm or something. Or not a brainstorm, a lightning bolt or something. It's not. Alright, we could trigger Steel Cutter again next turn as well as all the prowess triggers, so this should be a win. Even if they wipe the board, we're still gonna be able to rebuild a bit. Yeah, officially big money hotshot. Was not expecting this. I'm rich, dude. Got 60 whole viewers? That's the big 6-0? Paycheck should be coming in any day by now. Possible to turn it up? I could, but then if I turn it up a little bit more, I feel like it's gonna occasionally peak whenever I do speak up, and that's not a good thing. Alright, 2 shanties is gonna wipe my board, unfortunately. But we will be able to trigger our Steel Cutter here, so hit that. We get a 2-2 here, take action, decline to imprint. If I draw a spell, I win. Nope, classic. Why would I ever draw a spell? Kind of maybe reblood something with Storm Chasers instead. Oh, I have no instance to rebuy with Storm Chasers. That's rare. Yeah, I should spend some time, like, whenever I get off the stream to figure out why. Because I noticed that, too, that, like, my microphone's a bit lower than I would like it to be all the time. I honestly don't know why. Are they going to manage drain this? I'll just buy it right back with my talent. They draw a card, but I mean, I'm also going to get the mobile trigger here, so mobile trigger. Yee. Alright. Keep this. Yeah, we want to max out on threats. This is fine. I don't want to cut like things like Landlore or something else for more squelchers. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, I want to look into my microphone. Honestly, I think I should just buy another microphone. I've had the same one for years, and if I'm going to be making content all the time, it's definitely worth it for me to just buy a new one. Like, buy a very nice one. I'll have to see. I'll go shopping. The only reason you're even playing competitive Magic, haven't been able to play Paper Legacy, and I don't have MTGO, so time is as close as it gets. Yeah, that's like the same thing for me. I don't want to play Paper anymore. I just like chilling on Arena, and I'm glad that there is a good format to play. This is fine. If they don't have a removal spell for Swift Spear, this actually goes pretty far. If they do, then I'm going to be, like, kind of sad, but... I'm going to be, like, very sad if they have a removal. I'm, like, doing nothing if they remove this in the first 2 turns. Because it's a little desk-mounted microphone right there. I saw my webcam that technically has a microphone, though I'm sure it's worse quality. If I were to switch my audio source live, actually, I could do that, right? Mic logs. In OBS, that is. Properties. This uses NVIDIA Broadcast. Please do not break my stream when I switch this. Okay, this is me switching to my webcam mic live. I'm sure this is, like, much worse. I hope that didn't break my stream. Okay, let's play Storm Chaser's talent here. This is worse, right? Next turn will Boomerang Basics, bounce this, and let me switch back to the normal microphone, because there's no way that the standalone webcam mic... This webcam also is probably 10 years old. It's worse. Significantly worse, yeah, that's what I would assume. This webcam, I think I've had this like since my original computer setup I bought when I was in high school. I don't think I ever switched this out. I think it might be the one original component of my computer setup. Monastery Swift Spear has Unearth 5. That's cool. Let's bounce you. Draw a card. Thank you very much. Cool. We got another little otter. I think we're gonna chill on all of these cards for those prowess triggers. So much worse. Okay. Okay. Back to normal. I honestly do just need a normal mic because this microphone also, even the one on my desk, I've had it for years and years and years and years and years. Now that I think about it, like everything else other than like that webcam, that microphone has been replaced at some point in the last couple of years. I've very much been carrying both around since high school, I think. Maybe the microphone since college. I don't know. I haven't really had a reason to replace it. All right, we drew so many boomerang basics, we're actually just off to the races. It's crazy. To do that, Sea of the Synod, that's exactly what we wanted to see. Play that. I'm gonna be really sad if they wipe the board. Just saying. I'm gonna be horribly sad if they wipe the board. And then bounce my talent one more time. If I draw a blue card for the Chrome Mox, I'll play it out one last time. Oh yeah, Chorus for 1,000,000 on top of the library, sure. And Spell Pierce? Right. Next turn I can escape my Swift Spear, so I'll save my prowess triggers for that. I think I'm gonna escape this, or unearth is the technically correct magic term. I'm gonna unearth this, do all my prowess triggers, and then that should be a kill, one would assume. It's like exactly a kill. I have 9 damage with 2 prowess triggers. All right, is Bookworm here? Bookworm, I'm taking receipts. Why are you pinging me in Discord instead of my YouTube chat? Why? You're right, though. I did have that line available to me 15 minutes ago from when you first sent that message. I don't think I'm unearthing this just yet. Hopefully Steel Cutter. It hopefully doesn't get forced. It gets forced. Sad. Sad day to be alive. Storm Teacher's Talent. Is that helping me? Storm Teacher's Talent buy back the Boomerang basics at some point. Not quite yet. Not quite this turn. I could just put Jegantha into my hand for now. I could cycle Fiery Islet. Cycling Fiery Islet is probably more likely to yield something productive. Squelcher, cool. That's a cool one. Holy. Is his only win condition burn? I guess so. It's going to be a lot for him to put together 20 points of burn. My deck doesn't do self-damage like some decks do. So how does he beat Guide of Souls? What's the plan against the card Guide of Souls? I understand the specific interactions of Hydroponic Architects. Is card too powerful? I understand the failure trip with Strip Mine Searching is strong, but because we have Strip Mine, not Wasteland, having a way to evade Blood Moon seems necessary? But that's just so much on one card. It does everything. Oh, man. It is nice to have a built-in way to beat Blood Moon, but the fact that that's also your 1-mana card advantage engine is a bit... Also, that is very based if, like, his only win condition is burn. I guess that's why they're on the Lash, so that they have enough burn spells to do it. That's very cool. I feel like if I queued Mardu Energy, they would win, like, 1 out of 20 games. Of course, this isn't Mardu. We're doing Loosey Goose Keeps with this artifacts. This is Greaseball deck. This is Greaseball's deck, by the way, so if it doesn't work, you should yell at him, not me. What do I want to do this turn? I actually don't know what I want to do. I can rebuy Boomerang Basics, bounce my Storm Chaser's talent, and then work towards that. I could just play Squelcher. The thing is, I can't, like, do all of it, which is unfortunate. I can work towards this, actually. Wait, that's crazy. Yeah, let's rebuy Boomerang Basics, and if it gets countered, then we work towards level 3. I've never gotten level 3 on this, but that's kind of crazy. Alright, get my Boomerang Basics back, so that I can draw a card and get another Otter. If they fight this and they force it, then I'm going to try to actually, like, win with this level 3, which is sick. Let on mono red turn 1, it's a skill issue? Listen, Greaseball, I didn't ask for your opinion. I think we should ban both Greaseball and Noos, actually. Alright, I'm just chilling. I don't need to play out my artifacts. I got Galv Blast. This is, like, almost a kill. This is so close to kill. Wait, Swift Spear on Earth Galv Blast is a kill. They just need to not have removal. Surely they never have removal. Also, they can't burn me for 17 in one turn. Why do I have so many viewers? This doesn't make sense. I'm not a good streamer. Yeah, wait, this too many cards, dude. Alright, you have to put some of these away. Like, stop. Alright, the Lash is here. Okay, if they tap out a red removal, I'm absolutely gonna try to kill them with Swift Spear. I think I do try to kill them with Swift Spear, like, regardless. Oh, Swift Spear from hand? That trivializes the decision making. I play Squelcher? I play Swift Spear, I play Talent, I play Blast. Bang. Bang, as they say, bang. Maybe I should have played the Bauble too, actually, just in case they have Force of Will for this. It would have squeezed through a bit more damage. I've been holding this Bauble for like 8 turns. What does he even do? What does he even do? My opponent draws 8 cards. YouTube Castle Legend and Twitch easy to get viewers? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about with like some of my friends before the stream. We were trying to think, oh, is it better to do YouTube or Twitch? Because like I would like to build a second audience, but YouTube enables, you know, like existing people to get a notification. I did not think it would be this many people. I thought maybe 5 or 10. Yeah, if I did this every day, I could probably get up into the hundreds. Considering my videos get thousands at this point. Hey, look at these 2 prowess triggers I have in hand while my opponent's at 2 HP. Wouldn't it be, like, really cool if I had played these pre-combat, you know? Like, wouldn't that have been neat? Like, if I triggered my Monastery Swift Spear? Dude, like, what does he even do? What is this card? I watched a few videos of yours and it just shows the stream in the sidebar. I see the streams in the sidebars too, but I never click on them. And I think YouTube stopped showing them to me because I never clicked on them. And yeah, I could co-stream easily. I know I could co-stream, but I didn't want to split my viewer base because I didn't think I'd have this many viewers. And also, like, if I get good viewership on YouTube, then what's the point of doing Twitch too? I could do that. That could be a later problem, right? In like a month, if I really like streaming, I could send people to Twitch. This was just for fun. I don't play it at all, but it's entertaining to watch degeneracy? Exactly. That's me when I watch like a vintage YouTube video. I think it's cool to watch other formats, see what they're up to. Alright, this is a lethal Swift Spear from the graveyard. This is also a lethal rebuy of... Where's my bolt? Did he exile it? Brother. It was Force of Negation. My Galv Blast is in exile. I blame Greaseball for this. Why are they roping so much? Do they not have an out to Swift Spear? What a game. I mean, yeah, I just unearth and I try to kill them. I don't think I'm rebuying anything because, like, I mean, I could rebuy Boomerang Basics, but we should try to get the kill here. What does he even do? What does he even do is the great question. Okay, I play my Swift Spear. He's unearthed. She's unearthed? Lethal. Dang. I have lethal. Alright, bolted. When you cast it, choose new targets for the coffee, okay? That hits me, understandable. Are you gonna run out of cards, Mr. Opponent? I'm at 11. You gotta bolt me a few more times. I mean, just 2 more bolts if they copy it, right? Delta. Off the top for them. I should have bobbled myself to see if it was worth cycling this islet. I mean, it's worth cycling the fire islet, like, every time. I will do it, like, on their turn, so I might as well. Delayed trigger. There's no card to be exiled. Alright, bolt please. Dang. Sometimes you just have to ask for it and the bolt shows up. The lash. Not copying the lash, notably. Why not? Because you have 2 copies of the lash. Ow, ow. Owie, owie. 3 copies of the lash. I'm not dead, though. 4th off easel? Alright. That's a GG. Alright, that was a fun deck. Fun mirror. Quote unquote mirror. Is it mirror? I'm just gonna steal that deck. Though I might play the Oracle, the alpha version, because that's more fun. I'm gonna grab it off Discord or something. If any of you guys have the Oracle, the alpha version, or any version of that, you can send it to me in Discord. That's where I went to go look. Actually, you know, I could just steal it off of Untapped from Dem, because I know Dem was playing it. You know, Untapped added a new feature that lets you follow people. Wait, can I don't want to accidentally share the wrong thing. This. If I could untap the GG. Okay, yeah. I could turn that on. Oop, that's off. Off-centered. There you go. Untapped added this. Here. Or you could follow people. You could follow me. I follow a lot of the other guys I talk to all the time about Timeless. You have been playing this horrible deck. I know that because you're telling me about it. Oracle, the alpha. Look how beautiful that is. Copy. Import. Bang. Alright, now we close this. Oh, do I have to craft something? What do I have to craft here? Oh, I don't own Him to the Ages. I actually just don't own Chorus Control. I just don't play it. Also, where's Oracle of the Alpha? Did he cut Oracle from the Oracle deck? Brother. Oh, he did cut the Oracle. I'm gonna come back. Brother. You get GG, I got into times thanks to your channel. Happy to run into you. Yeah, your deck's sick. I'm looking for the list. Though I saw someone playing with Oracle the Alpha. It's more jank, but I kinda wanna play that version. We gotta play this version for the content since we're like just chilling and streaming, I think. And I think it was Blood Moon's in the main? Really, Tim? We're playing Blood Moon in the main? How about I just play Oracle and I put Blood Moons in the sides? And then we do that. And then it's beautiful. And then I cut some random things. We cut like the cope cards, like the one borrower and the spell pierce, because who needs those things? Wow, this is so like unbelievably based. It's not jank, it's so based. Yeah, Blue Moon in the Big 26. I don't think we could make that Blood Moon in the Big 26. We can play Oracle of the Alpha and die Hero, though. I will say that. We can play Oracle of the Alpha. 4 Mythics? I have no hymns. That's crazy. I'll craft it. I have a million. I have 900% vault. I can craft it. Buy Oracle for fun. It's definitely better without Oracle. I'm going to say that. It's definitely better without the Oracles. However, I want to cast Oracle. The Oracle deck is a Chorus deck? No, it's an Oracle deck. I won't be taking questions. I will make the deck worse for content. Listen, we're having fun streaming. I want to cast Ancestral Recall once. Oh, someone did ping me in Discord with the list. Thank you. I did snipe it off Demslin tapped first. I only have 3 Oracles anyway. I'm too high ranked to be playing this. One game and then I go back. One loss and then I go back to normal decks. Blood Moon plans for Eldrazi? True, but it can like live in the sideboard. We don't have to main deck it, just because like Eldrazi might steal our lunch money. Rome Mox. Rome Mox? Watery Grave? What are you playing? Wait, what are you playing? Is this like Necro with Days Backup? Wait, why are you passing? What are you doing? What are they doing? Oh, Entomb Reanimate? Okay. Okay. And if they have Days Backup, I'm gonna jump off a bridge. They fetched for it, so they might just have Days Backup. Okay, they don't. Saved. Ah, second force. Good. Alright, you're chilling. Chilling. Format is too fast to include some sort of combo with Time Walk of Oracle? No, it's way too fast. Oracle is a joke. I'm just playing it for fun. Like, resolve a 3-drop and then draw the card that it magically shuffled into your library is not, like, a real game plan. Unfortunately. Like, no matter how you cut the cheese, it's not gonna work. I just want to get a clippable moment, that's all. Just hear fun maxing on a Sunday, if you could believe that. Illuminating Lash, honestly, I think I just pitch it to Force and then I move on with my life. I pitch it to Force and then we brainstorm on a later turn. I can honestly brainstorm right now on their end step, really. But I'm also just happy to, like, untap play Oracle. Ponder first. Let's just slam our Oracle. I came here to play Oracle the Alpha, right? And we've contained our, like, Dark Ritual opponent, so we can have fun now. No! There's no fun allowed in this format, man. There's just no fun. The fun police have come through. I can't believe he D's in Oracle the Alpha. He's got nothing. Um, just draw another ponder. That's fine, I think. Draw another ponder, and then I shuffle and ponder again, I think. Oh, I could put something on top. Dude, I'm not used to playing with all these blue cope stuffs. I actually should put force on top because they are like an Entomb Reanimate deck. Like, just in case they spike Necropotence. I need this in my hand. I hope this just prompts a concession, to be honest. Need the Lorwyn Ponder art? Is that the one that's going to get me banned on YouTube because it's got Booba in it? Is that the Lorwyn one? We're not allowed to use that one. It's rated PG-13. Oracle the Alpha. I untap, I play Oracle next turn. Do not shuffle. And then Oracle beats wins the game. And then I get to screenshot it, I get to put it on Reddit, and I get to say I won a game with Oracle the Alpha in the Big 26. Bang. Conjure the Power 9 into your library, then shuffle away the land on top. Bang. Alright, 1 in 53 chance we draw a Time Twister and win the game. Oh my god, we drew Treasure Cruise. That's actually better than every card in my deck other than Ancestral Recall. Crazy how things work. Let's get our Scry in first, I guess. Sure. Or blue card's always good. We draw 3. Oh, and a drain? Alright, it's over. I wasn't entirely serious when I said that it would get me banned. I'm mostly joking around. I do not think that would result in anything negative for the channel. I'm just joking around. Surely. It's artistic. It's artistic, as they say. I don't think we need another just like random Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, exactly. We have our handful of counter magic, we're fine. Alright, that's an Oracle the Alpha lethal. Even though he didn't let me do it, we were gonna draw go with Oracle the Alpha. Like, put it on Reddit. So against Dark Ritual combo, we just want the forces. We don't really need Lash. We do need to kill them somehow, but we could do that better with Ragavans, I think. And we would just want to max out on counter magic. Actually, get rid of the Ribbled Shanties. Am I supposed to take out the Shanties, actually? Also, I took out the easels, not the Lash, my bad. Am I supposed to take out Shanty? Probably, right? Like, they just, like, Entomb Reanimate Atraxa Lenda. Like, there's no real targets for Shanty. Bring in Ragavans? Yeah, I have all the Ragavans in, so now I have, like, another slot or two. Do I play, like, one Shanty? Or I guess I play Unable to Stream instead of one Shanty, right? This looks good. Oh, also chat's on, like, a 10-second delay. I'm not used to it. Next time I stream, I'll stream it low latency. I just didn't want to turn it on and cause a technical issue. Keeping some easels. I took out the easels by accident. Once again, I'm 10 seconds behind Novos. I meant to take the lashes out. Alright, I'm gonna wait 10 seconds to let Bestie catch up. Play a lash. I do need to win the game. I have Ragavan and Lightning Bolt to win the game. I copy Lightning Bolt 8 times. Trust. I have 7 creatures and 4 bolts. That's like enough win conditions, right? And like my opponent can also just like scoop to getting counterspelled. Like, it's gonna happen. Burning them out is... Oh, true. We can burn them out off reanimate. Okay. I'll keep a lash in. It's true. If we get their life total to 7, we just win. Nova's back to number 1 after giving advice. You guys believe that? It's crazy. Can't just let Novos have number 1. Mulligan for counter magic. I think we're supposed to mulligan again for counter magic. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll just like cycle to him. We'll put Oracle back in the deck. Just put the stupid Oracle in the bag, man. Grief me. Ah. Okay. Alright, so they have it turn 1? No, they don't. Dude, nothing ever happens. People never have anything, is what I've learned. Nothing ever happens. Alright, 4 looks at another counter spell. That's not another counter spell. Shuffle... never lucky. I don't think keeping Ragavan 2 lands is going to get us anywhere. They vamp for half their combo. They probably just win. I don't think I beat Resolved Atraxo Lenda ever, even though I could technically copy Lightning Bolts enough to do it. Time Walk with a creature in play is a burn spell. That is actually true. See, that's what I'm trying to tell this Novos character. And he doesn't believe in me. I don't beat Saint Lenda from here. If it was on a later turn, I could maybe grind through a Lenda, but not right now. I'll just run it back, but we'll be on the play this time. Playing more than me when playing control? True. I should never doubt the true control mages who only have Luris and Bowmasters as their win condition. This is honestly too many creatures. Gotta mulligan this. Gotta keep this one, though. Get some back 1 cantrip. And then... do I ponder immediately to find second counter magic? I think I just surveil here. I ponder next turn. Ragavan's like so good to like actually kind of clock them after. We can play Ragavan and ponder next turn. If they have another like grief into instant win combo, it's kind of Jover, but that's how magic works. Ponder here. Trying to find a force of will. Beautiful. Just keep these cards in order. Then my Ragavan. Alright, cool. And we even have backup Ragavan in case something happens to him. Dark Ritual goes through. Entomb will also go through. And then I'll fight over Reanimate. Force of Negation first. I think I want to keep my hymn so that I could start building that. And then if they had 2 copies, then we just force. Yep, you vamp, that's fine. I will counter whatever you vamp for. Also, I'm going to hit you with a Ragavan, you dingus. Does he know? Like, does he know I'm going to hit him with a Ragavan? Like, are they aware? I think they miscalculated. I think they forgot. Alright, what'd you vamp for? Ah, you shuffling it away, you sly little guy. They definitely grabbed a reanimate. Yeah, it's an oops, alright. Alright. Let's give me a card. A grief! I'd love to cast that, I just can't. I think I'm just supposed to cycle to him, and then we'll pitch Treasure Cruise. This Treasure Cruise is very far from being online. Vamps again. That one goes through. Maybe it was a bait vamp the whole time. Maybe they were just baiting me and trying to get me to force the first vamp. Imagine they cast Grief for 4 mana. No, they got Sorin Alenda last cards. I mean, if they have Reanimate last card, power to them. Ooh, I get to Entomb. Wait, guys, what do I Entomb for? Can I entomb for anything? I can entomb for a mana drain and then put it on top of my library if I draw another land. Right? Yeah, actually, that's a play. Entomb for mana drain. And then if I brick and I draw lands, then I get to Mystic Sanctuary it on top. Can't Mystic Sanctuary yet. I need one more land. You have Sorin Alenda last card again. Boo. Boo him. Ah, okay. I don't think we could beat this, right? No amount of Power 9 Conjuring is going to beat Alenda. It was close. It's Lacey and Reanimate Force Entomb. Yeah, it is a different dynamic because in Legacy, there are 4 copies of Entomb and 8 copies of Animate Dead plus Reanimate. But in Timeless, it's really just Entomb and Reanimate. So, like, there's not that same dynamic where there's half as many copies of Entomb versus the Reanimate effects. So I'm generally, like, content to let them spend a mana and Entomb, and then make them spend the second card and second mana before I go after it with the Force. It is dangerous just letting the Atraxa go to the bin and stay there forever, but I'd rather make them play both cards, spend both mana. Alright, we gotta play one more game with that. A game against Dark Ritual doesn't count. It has to be like a real loss against a fair deck. Yeah, and before Entomb got banned in Legacy, of course, they're talking about. Yeah, I know there's no Entomb today, but Entomb Reanimate was meta in Legacy for like 10 years. And the people know how to play around it from those 10 years. The wisdom is when there's 8 reanimate effects and 4 Entomb effects, you go after the Entomb. When there's equal amounts, I would rather let my opponent cast both cards out of their hand before I fire off the Force. There's all in the Reanimator decks. They run 4 life death? Yeah, but most decks run Sorin Alenda instead. This is not a functional hand. This is it's a Ponder hand. Death to All Pigeons. What was Death to All Pigeons playing last time? I can't remember. I remember their name, and I keep playing against them. We'll find out. So I'm gonna have to pitch my Oracle to Force, aren't I? Or I pitch the Easel? Nah, I gotta play with the Easel. Easel's cool. If I had a fetch land for Bolt, I would definitely not force this, but I obviously don't. Daze it? Yeah. Okay. Hey! Rewarded! I love being rewarded. Bang! Alright, now we get this stick Easel. Stick Easel, and then do I immediately Ponder, or am I incorporating my Ponder? I think I'm gonna incorporate my Ponder and double it next turn. Alright, EO classic and set Brainstorm. He's playing blue-black Reanimator, 4x Grief Strip Mine. Dang. Maybe I was just supposed to fire off the Ponder then. Yeah, Life Death could definitely see play. It's just that, like, in Timeless, we have Necro as a backup angle to Entomb Reanimate. We also have Sorin Alenda as a backup angle to Entomb Reanimate, so people don't go all in on the Reanimator, generally. Meta could change, but, like... Actually, that's today's YouTube video from me, the current Mono Black Reanimator pile, which only plays Entomb and Reanimate, plus Sorin Alenda, plus Vampiric Tutor to tie it together. Alright. We are going to activate the second ability, and we're going to trick our opponent. This is a bluff. Bang. Now they wondered what I top decked. I think the chorus gamer generally wins in these low resource games, but what do I know? Right, strip mine, sure. Yeah, you could strip mine me, I don't care. My deck is a little mana hungry, but I do have an extra mana in hand. Also, my artifact makes mana. I keep forgetting about that. This is also just a mana rock. This card's really cool. I'm supposed to keep this on top, I think. Yeah. No reason not to. With them running like an Entomb Reanimate deck, or if they just resolve a Frog, I also just like lose the video game. Last card Reanimate? Really? 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 Really, buddy? Alright, buddy. This guy. Oh, Ponder. Easy. Easy Ponder. And they cry. Alright. Double up my Ponder. Bang. I will take the Lash and Force of Will, actually. That seems like a great idea. I want these exact cards, actually. Yeah, we'll just do, like, 4 Steam Vents. I'm gonna double Lash them next turn, I think. Do I double Lash them? Will I have the mana to double Lash them next turn? Probably. I might wait until the turn after. Actually, I can just hardcast Force of Will off of my easel. Oh, that's a little bit of tension then, because I want to double up my Lash. Double up our Lash. Actually, no, we double up our Lash, we cast it right now at Sorcery Speed, we have the mana. We draw our Brainstorm. Or no, we don't draw our Brainstorm right away. No, we don't. I was hoping boon number 1 would trigger off of Lash number 2, but it didn't. That's fine. Let's go ahead and once again incorporate the Brainstorm. Draw the cards first. Okay, 2 lands back. Okay, I put 2 lands back. Bang. Format solved. Ponder, yeah. Yeah, imagine a Bowmaster in this world. Bowmasters is a made-up card. It's okay. Nobody plays Bowmasters when you play a deck like this. They all just, like, stop queuing out of respect. Cameo? Sure, that could just resolve. I'll just double Shanty it next turn.
I've read nearly the entire library.
She's read nearly the entire library, chat, if you could believe it. Oh, all these turrets are, like, permanently enhanced. Wait, I want my Lash back. The Lash returns. Wait, I can just triple incorporate it and kill them, right? Neat. Let's grab a basic here, and they die. Triple Lash! Wait, this deck is so cool. Wait, I actually love this deck. Okay, against this flavor Reanimator, we just want the 2 forces, I think. We're gonna... I can't cut the Oracles. I don't have it in my heart. What's the cut other than Oracle? Don't say Oracle. I'm banning anyone who says cut Oracle. I would like non-Oracle cards to take out in this matchup. Surely I can trim an easel. I'd stream like 1 easel, 1 Oracle, and then this is rational. I mean, rationality is playing no Oracles. You can do Grixis Tanipek, this new card, to get a Thoracle win? No, I want the Shanties because they're playing Tameo, Frog, Hydro Homie. I need to be able to remove those. I don't think I could cut... I don't want to cut Burn either, because just like burning their face turns Reanimate off. We will keep a double counter magic hand. Thank you. Dude, Easel? Easel's so cool. This is like... This card's actually like legit awesome. I usually don't enjoy like slow dirtily blue decks, but this card is cool. Just put the Entomb in the bag. Just put it in the bag, dude. Just Entomb reanimate the Atraxa already, okay? Just cast the spell. Alright, Force pitches sink into the stupor. And then we'll do other force in the easel. Or do I just pitch him? Easel's just so powerful. Easel copy a draw spell does more than him does, I think. Alright, bang, we won the stack battle. Surveil here. Brainstorm, that's pretty good. I wonder if I'm supposed to... Yeah, I am supposed to incorporate this, because I can just cast the incorporated Brainstorm off of Easel's extra mana. Yeah, Easel is incorporate sorcery speed, but you could use this mana. Oh! Oh, no, never mind. Send insert sorcery now. This is the right... I knew that only half of it was sorcery. I got it right. We'll have to brainstorm at sorcery speed next turn on our main phase, but it's okay. Uh-oh. It's bad if they go after my red source. Now I'm, like, just hoping to top deck a land or a cantrip. Of which I have many. Ah. I do have many. No! That's fine. I got bolt. Alright, there's the Bowmasters for all the haters in the chat who said Bowmasters goes hard here. Treasure Cruise. That's like literally the best card in my deck. It is the best card in my deck, and it is just not even close. Okay. We get to put 2 cards back. I probably want to draw this Enhanced Brainstorm, or maybe I just want to shuffle it. I want to keep this Cruise in my hand, of course. I just shuffle away the extra land. Because Brainstorm... Yeah, I could just Treasure Cruise this turn if I shuffle away these cards. I think that's better. I think that's better than, like, reading a little bit and trying to copy the Cruise. I can just copy the next thing I draw instead, like a normal person. This is such, like, a greed-inducing card in me. Hey, I've been watching your video for years. I love the content. Glad to see you get into streaming. Your Cyber Guide and Mardu Energy videos is what got you to Mythic. Fantastic. Yep, I love Magic. And I love sharing just like all the info I have about competitive Magic. There's a lot of info out there. You just gotta learn it. Holy moly. Who knew a children's card game would get so complicated? I think I'm going to incorporate the Lash and then hold up Managerian. Another Bowmasters? I think this... I can't Managerian it with an Atraxa in the bin. That's just not how it works. I have to Lash it next turn. Like, you can't counter anything other than, like, reanimate when you're playing against my opponent's deck. Unless you have multiple counters, of course, but I don't have that luxury. 3. I think I might just, like, Lash their board here. Hydro? Oh, my life, huh? I'm supposed to counterspell the Hydro? I'm so shields down if I do that. I think the answer is no, I don't. And I can just, like, clean it up with a removal spell in a little bit. Ah! Force of Will. Okay. Let's kill this, and then kill this. And then we draw 2 cards when we Force of Will. It's big. We do need to draw something, or have them cast something that I could draw 2 cards off of. It does not benefit me to incorporate here. Dude, if we die to this 2-2, I'm going to be very upset. Okay. Here, I force, I draw 2 cards. hard cast Force, of course. Me when I draw 2 cards. And then I can incorporate my Lash. Incorporate the Lash, shoot this, and then shoot them. Yeah, then we can Mystic here to get back whatever. Probably Mystic the Cruise back. Or I could even just get back the Lash and try to burn them. We turn off Entomb Reanimate like very soon. Actually, I'm just gonna get Lash back here. Just gonna burn him out. Did I incorporate it again? No, I don't have enough mana to incorporate it again. Okay, so Entomb Reanimate's turned off, and I have double counterspell for whatever threat they play. Force of Negation. I will exile my Lash, but I do have another one in the graveyard for later, so I guess I just let that through. I start digging through my deck. Draw a card, of course. Yeah, control deck with a Burn Wind Con are actually so fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing this. You could believe it. Actually, I might just like shuffle this. I'm just gonna get the Lash back, right? I have double Force here. Like, surely there's nothing that beats me. Right? There's no magical card in their deck that beats this. Split second Lightning Bolt in blue-black kills me. I'm just gonna counterspell that. I'm just gonna Mana Drain it. I'm gonna put the Lash back on top of my deck. Mana Drain this. Stick, and then we copy it one more time. And that is a blue-blue, red-red win? Wait, that's sick. This deck is cool as hell. Oracle the Alpha is the worst card in the deck. Now that we won with it, I can say it. Like, the card is a brick if we draw it. What did pigeons do? I have no clue. I see this guy on ladder all the time, and his disdain for pigeons lives rent-free in my head. I have no clue what the pigeons did to him. Yeah, you do need counter spells, so I kept the mana drains in. Yeah, that deck is just hard to sideboard against no matter what you're playing, because they have the tempo threats and they have Entomb Reanimate. Kind of just hard to beat. Oh man. Multi-lashing, yeah. Okay, honestly, if I were to improve this deck, I would cut the Oracle. I think this deck without the Oracles is, like, really legit. Like, I don't want to call it great, because, like, it's a win conless control. But it's cool. Very cool, in my opinion. I'm gonna get up for, like, 2 minutes, and then we could either play another game of this or play something else. Let me stick a stick this on Moxfield actually for the people who want it. Though honestly, Oracle is the worst card in the deck. I'm gonna take the Oracle out, and then we're gonna put a real version of this on Moxfield because I think this is really cool. Put like another Cruise, another Lash into the deck. Craft the fourth Lash, of course. And then we get to play like one more card. What would be that last main deck card? Okay, we'll play one Oracle. One Oracle, the Alpha. Okay. Just for fun. One Oracle. I'm gonna call it Easel and not Oracle because that's like so deceptive. Easel, Counterbird. This is such a cool deck. Take this on Moxfield really quick. I do want to set up chat commands for YouTube so that people can just ask for the deck. Cannot find Illuminating Lash. I promise you it's a real card, Moxfield. Or Illuminating Lash, you got it. Okay. This this deck doesn't need more cope. Really cool fourth deck you got there. Thanks, Muxus. It's today's video going out in 2.5 hours. One Snappy? Actually, one Snappy makes a lot of sense over Oracle. That's true, actually, if you wanted to play this deck for real. One Snapcaster is fine. This is a great Snapcaster deck. Alright. Fine, I'll cut it off Moxfield too. Oh, Alchemy Companions? Don't give Watsy ideas. Don't do that. Please do not give them any ideas. Yeah, is it gaming today? Alright, what's up next? What should I play? More of this or something else? Either play anything really. I just hate playing the same deck for more than like an hour or two because I get bored of it. Oh yeah, they're printing Red Snappy next set. It's true. Oracle the Alpha Companion would be amazing. Would love it. Goal? You could set a goal in YouTube chat. I'm just clicking around while I wait for people to say. I could set a goal to make people give me money. I don't want to do that. Don't give me money. Then you celebrate? No. Okay. We're just chilling here. I should bot people in YouTube chat. Not that there's too many people here, but good. To add. Just respell in the chat. I saw him a while ago. There you are. Alright, let's play this again. That was fun. I don't want to play something boring like energy. Oh, I have 5 Discord messages. I bet it's Novus. Once again, Novus messaging me in all caps in Discord to get my attention instead of my YouTube chat. I'm gonna see it 15 minutes later like I just did. Oh yeah, I want to revisit Eldrazi. That's a good shot. I do want to play Eldrazi at some point. I want to play the top 4 deck list. It was top 8? Top 8 deck list that I played against in the tournament. It was a good build. It was a more controlling build that had like all the Silexes in it. I liked it a lot. But I never played it myself. There's too many decks I want to play. This is such a slow hand. We might get run over, but it's fine. Uh-oh. Burn. Burn is not good to see. Supposed to start on Sanctuary? And then pay mana for Steam Vents next turn? I think I just save life this turn. I'll just play all my lands tapped if we're playing against actual factual burn that's leading on Bolt Wave and not even a creature. Is there anything that doesn't die to Molten Collapse that we're worried about? 2 mana is a lot for removal. 2 mana is acceptable for some of your removal spells if it does a lot, like the Lash in this deck. You just can't rely on it as your primary removal spell. This, I think I just shanty it. I can do it at instant speed. My deck is very slow at actually winning the game of Magic the Gathering, which concerns me against Bird. We'll probably get there, though. We're gonna let the Eidolon do some self-damage first, though. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. Double Raptor is not what we wanted to see, unfortunately. Okay, Bolt, the Lash. We put the Lash. We probably should go Easel into Shanty. Play the Shanty off of the Easel extra mana. Just so that we develop our mana, because this is our 3rd mana source. We can hit our land drop. Next turn we can think about dirtling a little bit more. Yeah, Once Upon an Eidolon was still an auto-include. It's still an auto-include in my head. Like, I shove it in, like, every red aggro deck I make, and then I realize it's, like, not the best card ever printed anymore. It's a very cool card. Life is good when Eidolon is good. Monkey! Dashed Monkey! Oh. Doesn't get better for us. Alright, shoot the Dashed Monkey, because we have a lot of useful spells they could hit. And then we're probably going to Lash a Raptor, Bolt a Raptor kind of deal. Ah, Vortex, no. Dude, wait, this card just beats me. My deck is too slow. I can't force a will. Oh my god, I just lose. I just lose. There's no way I'm beating their deck. Do I, like, Lash their face? Is that the angle? I feel like Lash face incorporate Bolt is like my angle to try to win this game. Yeah, my kingdom for the sideboard fire magics that are not in my hand right now. I'm lashing you. I think we gotta erase the burn deck, as like crazy as that is. We can't force. It's -5. Oh, Barbarian Ring, okay. Okay. Loris, yeah. Thundering Falls. I'm gonna double bolt them. Probably on their end step, or maybe next turn. Thundering Falls, taps. Shanty? I need a bolt effect, right? No, right? I don't need this Shanty, because I can double bolt them on their next turn. Right, if I counterspell with the Mana Drain here, and they don't kill me, I can kill them. No, because then I die in my upkeep. This is a little tragic. I died to the Vortex in my upkeep. If they have a bolt here, it also kind of like trivializes everything. I'm just dead anyway. What you got? Is it a lightning bolt? It is in fact a Boros charm. Wait, they're dead. They're dead on their upkeep. Right? Oh no, I'm dead to Vortex because of the copy, right? -5. -5. Ouch. What? Wait, why didn't I take 5 from Vortex? Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, I guess that doesn't apply to copies? That was a crazy win. In paper, I would have lost that game because I would have assumed that my opponent's Vortex hits me for 5 on the copy. So this doesn't work on copies? I thought this worked on copies. Guess not. Alright, that was an unfortunate self-takeout for them. I guess the Mana Dwayne's gotta go. I am very doubtful of like our ability to win this game of Magic the Gathering that we're about to partake in, but we'll see. I'm so doubtful. Well, I really thought this worked on copies. I thought I was just dead. Okay. I'm gonna take a Treasure Cruise out. Because you just gotta stabilize it early, and then we just play this. Only works if you cast for free, and copying is not casting. That is true. Oh, it also doesn't get countered by Chalice. That's a good point. That's really good. Okay. We have Fire Magic and Double Lash, which is like the best hand you could ask for against Burn, I think. Lash is so good. This card is actually amazing. Copying the boon is awesome too, but even without the copy, it's like pretty dang good. I think I might just force this for tempo because realistically, I'm just going to lash the next two things they play. I don't want to wait until turn 2 to lash this. Give them the chance to make it a 3-3. Give them all the surveils. Nah. I will take a cantrip. Sounds very good. And then just gonna chill. Just gonna lash the Swift Spear, lash the next thing they play, keep drawing cards. Yeah, I could have saved Force for Vortex if they're main decking that card. Though if I use my Force before the Vortex shows up, then like the Vortex is also just not a problem. It does put me on a slow clock, but it's a pretty slow clock. Alright, the Lash has arrived. No one here plays Deadlock and knows the Lash from Deadlock. That's what I always think about and why I keep saying the Lash specifically. I know Novus plays that game, but that's only Novos. I don't care about Novos' opinions, if you guys can tell. Is he still here? I don't think he is. Alright, I'm gonna Ponder, I'm gonna Fire Magic the Monkey. Great forward turn. Force, sure. Me like Force. Oh, him Easel. Oh, reading good. I think I'm gonna pay the life to get the Easel out. I think this is worth it. We can Fire Magic off of the Easel mana. I'll pitch this Lash to Force if they play anything funny. Yeah, just a bobble, it's fine. They'll see my chorus on top and be a little scared of it, hopefully. First bolt goes through. Next bolt probably has to get countered. Alright, not dashing Ragavan into my fire magic mana. Unfortunate, yet understandable. Delta on top. What do we want to do with our lives here? I definitely want to incorporate this hymn for later. But I think it's a 4 later kind of incorporate. We're not gonna force it this turn. Next turn we get to draw a bunch. Boros Charm. Yeah, this has to eat a counter spell, unfortunately. Just has to happen. We're so dead. We're so dead. Yeah, okay. Understandable. Oh, yo, I could pay. Hell yeah. Bang. Oh, wait, that was only game 2. I mean, we still have a game 3. I thought we just lost. Alright, dope. We get to be on the play. Can blue burn that has to cast 20 blue spells before it can actually count to 20 beat normal burn that doesn't have to do that? Let's find out. Alright, I see red cards. I have a basic mountain in this deck. No, why would I have a basic mountain in this deck? Why would I ever have a basic mountain to fetch? That would make too much sense. Okay, him? Yeah. No lands is a little sus, I'll be honest, but I think we're gonna fire off 2 shanties and then him for a million coming up. We're absolutely gonna shanty here. I know I could have just fired magic to that thing, but I wanna juice up my him. Really want to get it juiced. Also, I would love a basic mountain. Like right now, I'd love a basic mountain. I don't think they're gonna have 2 spells that they can cast in combat, so we're gonna be pretty free to shanty this, I think. Then we draw a bunch of cards on our main phase. I had to pay a bunch of life to my mana this game, unfortunately. Hold me, yeah. Probably fetch a basic island now, like a normal person, so I can hold Bolt up. Alright, I draw 3. Okay, I could have done that at instant speed too, actually. I don't play enough with Chorus. I have to bolt it. We can bolt it later, though. We can also fire magic it. I'll wait on casting the easel until after we like fire magic this. I'm gonna wait. Nope, they're gonna make me do it. Alright, it's fine. I will saturate my mana here, though. I think it's worth it. Actually, what I should have done is Mystic Sanctuary first so I could leave a red up. So that I can, yeah, bolt whatever comes next. Give me my Hymn to the Ages, please. And life is not easy out here. They're really making it tough on me. I think we're gonna fire magic it again. And go to 6, and then we just die. Bolt, I lose. Understandable. Alright, I take myself out. Alright, lost to burn. That means we switched energy. Actually, no, I wanted to play Eldrazi. I wanted to find that Eldrazi list from the tournament. I wanted to take a look at it, because I haven't gotten a chance yet. Give me a minute to import it. Wanted to delete something random, import this. I gotta clean up my decks. I got so many old ones that are not relevant. 5 mythics? No. Ah, 5 mythics. I don't own the Sire of the Seven Deaths. I have a million mythics. I have a million wild cards. Well, 22 is not quite a million, but I have 9 vaults cooking. I think it's probably fine. Yeah, there's 7 drop I can slot in. I don't know if I want to craft all 4. I think I will. I got enough wild cards. I haven't run out of wild cards in like 2 years. None of these do the same thing, really. I guess any colorless card, right, would work. So like that Ugin that's in the sideboard would also work. Yeah, I can take a Silex out of the sideboard too, but Silex is fine. That'd be fine to craft it. I'll play an Ugin in the main deck. Put another Ugin on the side. Why craft Eldrazi when you can craft Cat Tribal? Because I already have Cat Tribal crafted. Pay attention. Would you ever try Brawl? For fun, I play it from time to time, but like, it's not as interesting as like an actual constructed format. It's just not interesting long term like Brawl is, or like Timeless is. I have fun playing Timeless, solving the meta, figuring these things out. I feel like casual singleton format doesn't do the same thing to me. Yeah, why do we need Sire? Because it's in the list. And we should have like more top end for Ugin's Labyrinth. We do need 7 drops in the list. As long as we have the same ones. I could just make this a ratchet bomb and not be too mad at myself, I guess. And then 3 mythics is a lot more tolerable. I could spend 3 mythics. I got so many. Wow. Actual pure colorless deck. I like this deck a lot because it's actually committing to being pure colorless. It runs 4 Hamlets. It runs Ugin's Lab, which I originally didn't like, but if you have Hamlets be defensive against Strip, why not? You get a lot of advantage out of being pure colorless. I like this a lot. Yeah, it gets all 12 soul lands in this deck. It's very strong, and that's why you want the Sire, because you can turbo it out with all those soul lands. You can play that card on like turn 4 very consistently. And that's without playing like any mana rocks or anything. You just go soul land, go. And I don't have the list open anymore, but it's actually like very threat light, which is why I wanted the Sire. It only has 16 threats. It only plays the 4 Sires, the 4 Thought-Knot Seers, the 4 I'm gonna ban Novos for Q sniping me. How do I ban him? I swear, if you have an Eldrazi counter deck, you're... he wouldn't do that to me. He wouldn't be running a Strip Mine deck. It doesn't matter if he's running a Strip Mine deck. Where is he? You Q snipe. Bro, he's a library on the draw hand. I should have hamleted... Dude, I should have hamleted the library. I'm so cooked. Do we believe him? I don't believe him. I want to ban him anyway. If this is Red Source Blood Moon, I'm actually gonna kill him. He never plays Red Stompy. Wait, why is he playing like Stompy? He never plays decks like this. He hates this deck actually. He hates Black Stompy. Yeah, it's true. I did draw my second Hamlet. I didn't even register that in my head actually. I name Library of Alexandria, bang. It's so beautiful. Dude, this is as Garfield intended. Oh, my own library. But the thing is, if he wanted to beat me, he wouldn't Q-snipe me with Black Stompy, I don't think. Yeah, exactly. This is a terrible matchup for him. Why is he playing this? He hates this deck. This is the #1 Nova's complaint deck. Why are you playing this? Like, why? He hates Dark Ritual piles. Why would he do such a thing to himself? Yo, I can Warping Wheel this Goyf. Have you ever seen a Barrel Goyf get Warping Wheeled before? That's actually kind of crazy. This is gonna be crazy Warping Wheel value. Chalice? That's useless. He's also a Chalice deck, I'm pretty sure. Bang. Warping Wheel, your 3-drop. Easy peasy. And then we work towards Devourer. They do have an active One Ring. Do I want to, like, Chalice on 2 or something unhinged like that? Do they have enough 2s in their deck? They could have, like, Bowmaster, Dalfy. Do I have any 2s in my deck other than the Warping Wheel that I just cast? No. I have 2 copies of Warping Wheel, and that's it. I just put the Chalice on 2 in the bag. I got bored of Sneak and Show. Why not play very cool, is it, counter burn, like a cool guy, then? This he's not a cool guy. Also, it was a Chalice on 2. You could have saved your Fatal Push. DKS thought not Seer, this guy. I think I win from here, right? I don't think his deck really beats, like, Sire, Devour, Ugin. I don't think he beats those cards. Like, he can grief me and take the Ugin, but then I still have everything else. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can block with one of my Eldrazi. Honestly, I can just let the stupid Barrowglyph hit me, I think. Reanimate? He's reanimating? Crazy day to be a bestie. That's fine. I could just Devour or kill the Goyf next turn. He's gonna die to his own ring. At this rate. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can play Devour. He goes for my mana specifically, so I can't cast Devour. This sneaky little guy. He's a sneaker is what he is. Dude, he really thinks he's sneaky. X equals 3, X equals 4 is what I can cast this for. Exile your thing, and then I make X spawns. Me make spawns, me exile your creature. And then I probably just thought not Seer. Look at his hand, right? Yeah, and I can take your fellow profane. Reanimate is not going to get him anything because I exiled his stupid creature. Nice Dark Rituals, bestie. I get griefed. If they don't have the backup One Ring, then like they just lose, right? Kinda need One Ring right here. As do I, right? Holy moly. Oh, I can kill him with Fleshraker. Okay. Let's commit to that line by drawing some cards here. And then I just want him to die to his One Ring trigger, so let me play Ugin's Labyrinth here. I'm gonna Thought Not Seer him first, just to like clear his hand. We'll go to 1 HP, and then I'll play Fleshraker Bobble Bobble, and then that's gonna be lethal. Novus is probably wondering what I'm doing, going to 1. I just need to make sure he doesn't have removal for Fleshraker. Because he's taking 4 from One Ring, I just need to deal 1 damage to him. I cast Dark Ritual. I failed to profane your creature. You got it. Well, that's the removal spell I was worried about. You have another? No, you have a reanimate, though. Alright, who liked that line? And that's a kill right there. Cool, then Bestie dies to his own One Ring. I assume he doesn't have life gain in his deck. Alright, neat. They win with Bowmaster? True, actually. I think it was still correct to look for the removal spell. More removal spells than Bowmasters. Okay, so they're not a Chalice deck because he had so many 1-drops. I was assuming he was a Chalice deck as well. So Chalice is still going to be good. Vexing Bubble's not going to do anything. Probably want the Silex, probably want the extra Ugin, probably want the Dismembers. I don't want the Warping Whale because his creatures are pretty big. We got very lucky to be able to Warping Whale his thing. How do we stone? Actually, I want Fairy Macabre if he's into reanimating, or is he just like grief reanimating? I'll play 1 Macabre until he shows me something crazy. Oh right, I don't lose to Bowmasters. I had Chalice on 2. No, Chalice on 2 honestly was not that good of a call. Chalice on 1 would have done more. Like he's a reanimate Dark Ritual deck. I just like assumed he was also a Chalice deck because he has Ancient Tomb. Yeah, I've also been very impressed by Fleshraker. Like it's an exceptional card, and like I could see why it's very widely played in like Legacy Vintage. Like, I get it. It doesn't have the full support that it has in those other formats. We also don't have too many cheap Eldrazi to trigger it, but it's a crazy strong card. Alright, opponent Bestie has a library opener, but unfortunately for him, I got the Hamlet. Classic Bestie moment. Screen cap. Sent to Discord with the caption Classic Bestie Moment. Alright, he's got Bowmasters. That will be acceptable. Alright, yeah, you can boss these me, that's fine. Goif, yeah. Right. We put my TKS here. Should I put the Sire under the land? Why not, right? Well, Strip Mine is the reason why not, but I don't think he's playing Strip Mine. No way he's playing both Library and Strip. That would be true insanity. I will take Shelley's Edict. That's just a bit more generically strong against my stuff. I will trade for Barrogoyf here. Or will I? Yeah, because I can Cozy's command the Bowmasters really easy. And I'm just going to Thought Not Seer him again next turn. I think we just win if this game keeps going, to be honest. You have a One Ring last card? No, buddy. Buddy. Shieldred, that's actually like so much more beatable. I can Glizzlex command this later. I'm definitely gonna keep command this. Alright, well, good thing that we imprinted... Good thing that we imprinted this, right? Because now we have exactly x equals 4. I want to play... I don't need to play Thought-Knot Seer as well this turn, actually, so I should just draw a card. Scry X, draw a card, and then exile your children before you can draw more interaction. Oh, wow. I actually do not want most of these cards. I would want one Silex most. I don't have 7 mana yet. I only have 6, so I don't want the Devourer. It's too late for Chalice. I could just draw the Silex and then blow up Silex next turn. That'll kill his Bowmaster and his Chrome Mox. He does get a Bowmaster and a Shieldred trigger there, so my life total's not looking too great. Yeah, just play TKS here, though. Yeah, play TKS, then play Chalice on 1. I don't even need to Chalice on 1 if I'm planning on... Dang it, Bestie. Dude, this Bestie guy, he's doing it to me. So you just get to take his card. I need to not die to this Bowmaster. I can just exile the token if I'm afraid of dying. Because I can't play Silex this turn either. It spawns cast Sire. So we're a little past that plan. Was that a good idea? I think that Sire's staying under there for a little bit. So I can take 3 from the Bowmaster hitting me, play Silex, take 3 again? That doesn't seem like a great idea. And next turn I can think about doing it. I could pick Infinite Jumpers next turn? True. Yeah, so I just pass. Should play Chalice on 1 then if I'm not Silexing. Ancient Tomb. I don't think I can really tap that. I mean, I can tap that if it makes me infinite jump blockers, right? Just gonna play it and pass. I'm just gonna exile the Bowmasters and make a bunch of jump blockers. That's a 1 ring. It's bad. How much mana do I have? X equals 4 available to me, so I make 4 spawns, and then I exile your Bowmaster. And then I can cast my Sire. I'm supposed to block this one at 4 HP. Be wrong about that, though. Let's not tap the Ancient Tomb in case I die to something random like Shieldred, right? If I get hit by the Shieldred's Edict here, I'm actually gonna be kind of mad. And then I'll actually ban Novos for real. I don't think Chalice on 1 helps me because a lot of his 1-drops don't get him out of this. He needs to be able to remove Sire with like a Shieldred's Edict. I will Chalice next turn though. Varrogoyf, that's fine, we can remove it. Another Varrogoyf, that will also have to be acceptable. You have Vigilance? That's crazy, dude. What a crazy Magic the Gathering card. I can also just cast a Devourer here. That is fair game because I'm about to gain 7. Get that. Active for 7. It's got First Strike Trample, buddy. You can't even block it. Alright, classic bestie game over here. Yeah, now we have Edict Installation anyway. We'll just sack our Devourer. So we're chilling. I don't think he could like remove the Sire no matter what he does. You could maybe work towards casting enough chump blockers for it. Like if he plays 3 or 4 Barrowglyphs, then it would take me a while to clear them. I could Silex them. You took Chalice on 1? Really? Really? Chalice is the card you're taking here? Oops. Yeah, oops indeed, Mr. Bestie. Alright, classic Bestie. Your error messages the backseating doesn't make sense if the ER. Yeah, it's. When I watched the stream today, I wanted to be safe with the settings, so it says, "Do you want low latency mode or very low latency mode?" I'm like, no, do normal. Normal is like a 15-second delay. Unfortunately, it's a little too slow. Next time we do low latency. I just went with the default settings for today. Mythic's well spent? Yeah, true. Mythic's very well spent. Yeah, that was a great use of Mythics. Classic bestie. Me play. I go first. This is the first Devour trigger we've gotten with this deck, isn't it? Didn't happen to us last game. This is probably fine to keep. Doesn't quite Chalice on one, but we Bubble on one, Chalice on two. It's good enough. I'm not worried about getting sniped. I was joking about Novo sniping me. We're friends. He absolutely does snipe me, but he snipes me like as a friend. And not in a malicious way. And I hate him, but you know, like as a friend. And not in a malicious way. Should I just take the Hamlet over the Tomb? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take Hamlet, because my opponent's probably a Strip Mine deck. Cavernous Souls on Eldrazi, Slam a Bauble. Next turn, Hamlet Chalice on one. Why is Novo's blue? Because I gave a couple of people mod. Because I saw the button to do it. So believe it or not, I trust Novos with moderator, but I still would like him banned from this Twitch channel. Riddle me that. This is not a Twitch channel, it's a YouTube channel. Strip mine me, please. Strip mine. I'm probably just going to cycle this bauble. Maybe I should have cycled at sorcery speed to play around the Bowmasters. Probably. What did I exile? It was my Devourer triggers. I exiled a million things that weren't named Petrified Hamlet. Is my opponent playing just like Fear, Rakdos, Solaris? Like Understandable, Have a Nice Day. I'll play all the Silexes. Don't need Bauble against them. Do want Dismembers. Actually, maybe I want Warping Wheels more. I don't know. What are they actually playing in their deck? I don't know. I'm gonna guess that Dismember is probably better than Warping Whale against them, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Wonder how the XP works on YouTube. I mean, it must just be like time watched plus messages in chat. How do you get XP? Send live chat messages, super chats, and super stickers. It's pay to win. You believe that shit? Pay to win. I mean, I guess that makes sense for a #1 fan rating. Oh my god, it's Library of Alexandria. Are we doing Chalice on one, or are we doing a library game? Depends on what they do, right? Okay, I guess we, like, don't get to do either of them. We get discarded off of 7, and we don't get our Chalice. We can just library a turn late. It's fine. Oh, a double natty library? Brother. That's just freelo. It's not the mass calling to me in this case. It's just, like, objectively correct here to take double natty library. Like, they can't interact with it unless they strip mine it, but if they strip mine it, I have another. Looks at my library, wishes he has a strip mine. Classic. Alright, classic double natty. Yeah, actual Jund Renin 6 coming through, very based. That's why I wanted Chalice on one pretty bad. Oh, he named Strip Mine. Bang. Game's over. I do need to cool it with the library at some point and play to the board. But, like, that's a future problem for a future person. Not for me right now. I can keep tapping my library. I could also name Verdant to, like, turn off their Renin 6. Oh, Karn Silex alert. I'm supposed to just play the Silex, right? Just put the Silex in the bag, man. Draw my card here, put the Silex. They can't fetch now anyway. Dude, Card Silex is so based. What does his deck do against Karn Silex? Nothing, right? They just, like, concede, they cry. They can't play more to the board, and I could just, like, hide behind my One Ring and, like, stall as long as I want. That's probably what I'm doing. If they're not committing more to the board, I'll hide behind Ring, and then, like, untap double Flesh Trigger them. Something BS like that. Yeah, Blood Rain Marauder is a cool card. I haven't played with it in a while, but it's one of my favorites to make it work. I had, like, a semi-fair Footfalls Jund deck a long time ago that played it. No, ain't no way he's got Abrupt Decay. Mods, ban him for stream sniping. Mods, clean him up. We all remember when Liliana the Veil was strong. Back in Yield dinosaur days. Thank God they don't have a strip mine, man. Otherwise I'd be so cooked to this game. Ah! Bang. Always had it. I draw a card. Dismember? Name strip mine. I let Ragavan hit me again. I think I have enough life total to play with that I can just, like, chill. I'll draw my card here. Okay. I mean, like, even if they somehow Abrupt Decay this again, I just, like, cast 2 One Rings and I hide behind the One Ring until, like, I eventually have 18 mana and then I get to kill them with Flesh Raker in 1 turn. Is Eldrazi good and timeless? Yes, it is quite good. This list I'm playing with got top 8 at a tournament. It gets quite good. It's not the best deck in the format, of course, but it's like a top 10 deck, definitely. It plays well into the format. Lots of good matchups. Yeah, there are no lucky rips when the whole deck is stacked. This is why I particularly like this build, because it's got 4 Karn Silex, it's got 4 One Rings. Like, you're very good at playing against the other fair decks in the format. That's why Eldrazi's back up, because the format's getting very fair with, like, Force of Will in it. Also, they hit Silex with Silex, which is really funny. Or hit Silex with Ragavan. So, like, are they going to play Silex of their own? That would be too much. You don't have to do that. Meltdown! You guys seeing this shit? You seeing this shit? Meltdown. Down in the big 26 against my Eldrazi deck. It's for Chalice. I know why they have Meltdown. It's to melt my Chalice, but that's really funny. They melted my 3-drop artifact. What's the best deck? It's Mardu by a good margin. Mardu Energy followed by Sneak and Show, at least in my opinion. If you want a good Mardu Energy list, just look on my YouTube channel. I just won a tournament with it, so there's videos on that. I'm just gonna draw a card and hide behind my One Ring. They're gonna get Retrace on instants and sorceries. Do I care? They're gonna be able to Thoughtseize me a lot very soon. They're gonna be able to Thoughtseize me a lot. It's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna put the One Ring and hide behind it. I find my One Ring and then I untap and I double Flesh Raker, which is generally quite good. I should have tapped my One Ring on their turn. A little misplay, but it's fine. I didn't need that extra card. Yeah, this is an ultiple Ren. But the thing is, they can't do anything with it because, like, I have protection from everything for the Thoughtseizes. So we're just chilling for this turn. But next turn they can like ult it and like bolt me maybe. I'm gonna try to kill them with Flesh Rakers this turn. I'll have 2 Flesh Rakers. It'll kill them very quick. Assuming I don't get like hilariously unlucky. Dismember is not a colorless spell for the purposes of Glaring Flesh Raker, which is quite funny. Even though it really is a colorless spell, it really isn't according to this. Okay. Let's go ahead and play out a Flesh Raker. Let's go ahead and play out another Flesh Raker. And then we do Ratchet Bomb into Chalice. And that should be enough triggers to just kill my opponent. Yeah, Flesh Raker is a messed up card. Like, it's so messed up that I committed to this play pattern like 8 turns ago. If you guys remember very early on, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to draw cards with Library and then hide behind my One Ring and then untap and Flesh Raker them to death when I have 1,000,000 mana. Oh. I'm glad that while good, the combo decks can be managed all the disruption. Yeah, the combo decks are really out of it right now. There's so much disruption for them right now. Which is crazy when you look at the kind of combo decks in the format. Like, the YouTube video for tonight is this one. Coming out in like an hour or 2. It's this. Like, this can be contained by both Mardu and the blue decks in the format. So, because this is contained, Eldrazi can just, like, start dumping on all the fair decks. Cavern of Soul Lands make it very strong. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole reason why, like, I like this build from the tournament a lot. Because they just commit to being pure colorless so they can run every utility land under the sun. They literally get 12 Soul Lands. 12 Soul Lands, Library of Alexandria, Petrified Hamlet to defend themselves, in Cavern. Like, you can't think of a better mana base. It's, like, crazy how much value they get for free just by, like, being colorless. Seeking Shadow is the best combo deck by far because it is, yeah, is a good Mardu and Temple Manager. Yeah. And because it's a slower combo deck. It's not all in like the Dark Ritual deck, so it can just like play around forces a lot better. You just like keep cantripping, keep casting stock up, and then you go through your deck. That's why this is like the number 2 deck in the format right now, I think. Somebody, a certain guy with a blue name in the chat would disagree with me and say this is number 1 and Martyrs number 2. But we could agree to disagree. Zero respect for fast combo? Yeah, oh. Yeah, there's zero respect for, like, Muxus style decks specifically, yes. For those specific Dark Ritual decks. But, like, they're playing Eat Discard to respect more normal combo. I know this doesn't have, like, Deafening Silence in some of those cards from a while ago. Also, oh, this... I added 4 Remnants to my list. This is not the good list. Don't copy this. Copy the one I have on Moxfield. I was just playing with this card. I wanted to see how good it was. It's actually better than I thought it was. I'm not... It doesn't mean it's great. I thought it would be terrible. It's like, it's okay. But the thing is, like, it's not actually better than the other creatures in this deck. It's just, like, okay. It's just decent, you know? And I played, like, some other decks, like, so that I could play it and Ragavan. Or actually, yeah, it and Ragavan, and this felt pretty cool. We'll actually play that a couple times, and then end the stream, probably. We trying the new Muxus slop? No, that's the YouTube video for today, so I don't want to play it, like, right before the YouTube video goes up. Yeah. Sneak and Show just gets all the good, like, answers, like Novo said. You get Force of Will, you get Vexing Bauble, you get Hexing Squelcher, you get the good side, the board wipes, which I actually don't have yet. You get History. You have 4 copies of Consumed. It's just 4 copies of Consumed by History, right, Bestie? Just, like, 4 Consumed over the Pyroclasms and the Fire Magic. Like, it's just a better card. I haven't updated my list. I assume this is still what you're running. Best Shakers plus 2 top is a classic? Yeah, no, you can't give Arena Gamers top. Not because of that combo, but because, like, it would cause brain damage. Because like you've seen arena players cast surgical extraction for like the most inane reasons ever, right? I bet if you put top on arena, people are just gonna like dirtle and spin their top for absolutely no reason, and it's gonna take like minutes of my life every single time I queue up timeless. I don't trust random arena players with top. They're just gonna spin their top for no reason, and it's just gonna waste everybody's time. Yeah, check, check. Yeah, no, I got absurdly lucky. I do think the Mardu versus Sneak and Show matchup is very favored for Sneak and Show. It's 60-40, probably better than that, honestly. We should play it more. Maybe even 70-30. Like, it's hard for Mardu to fight through this. I did get, like, very, very lucky in the tournament. I think Novos beats me most of the time if we were to rematch that. Yeah, you can't trust Commander players. You can't trust Arena gamers either. Arena gamers are even worse. Yeah, like me and Novo specifically tested Energy versus Sneak and Show like a couple days before the tournament because both of us were curious. Because I was convinced that Mardu can just beat it, because Mardu does just beat most combo decks. But the thing is, this deck has so much redundancy in it that it's hard for Mardu to fight with discard. And it also doesn't die to like Deafening Silence like the old show and tell lists used to. So I don't have a catch-all sideboard card as well. I can't Disruptor Flute naming either show and tell or sneak attack because then Novos just plays the other one. It's very hard for Mardu to fight through this. It's actually much worse of a matchup than before. Before it was 50-50, maybe 55 for Mardu, depending on the meta and how hard S&T is teching to beat it, right? How hard the decks are trying to beat each other was really it. So like if it was 50-50 if the decks were evenly matched, but then if Mardu techs to beat Show and Tell, it ends up being 60-40. Show and Tell techs back, and then it's like 55-45. But now it's like Sneak has a 70% matchup by Mardu, and I don't know how to fix it. It's certain arena players greater than commander players holy war. No, I don't want to be associated with the arena players. I would actually rather be associated with the legacy boomers, even though I can't stand any of them. You know, I just hate everyone. Every Magic player is dumb except me. That's just how it works. What's the Mox field you sent, Novos? Oh, that's your Mox field? Yeah, you guys, if you want Sneak and Show, just copy from him. He's the up-to-date list. Is Containment Priest weak? No, Containment Priest is actually a pretty good sideboard card against them. The thing is, they just are running a lot of removal in their sideboard for you because you're playing energy. Containment Priest would be much stronger into this if it was like an enchantment that they had difficulty interacting with. But they're bringing in all these board wipes. Actually, if we look at Novos's list that he just put in chat, it's going to be those board wipes plus more, if I had to guess. Those board wipes plus Flood Maw? That's actually not that much. But I feel like if they're containing your creature board anyway, they can easily get rid of the Containment Priest. And not the Discord? Yeah, I made my own thing. That's why I have the Discord at this point. I identify with us. I identify with myself. Control's kind of dead? Yeah, it's kind of dead. You have to be proactive in this format. Like the Is It Burn list we just played is like the closest thing to control you could do. You just can't like play blue-white do nothing control. You'll just lose. Containment Priest is working show and tell it? Yeah, you have to play the Containment Priest in advance of the show and tell, which allows them to remove it, which is the kind of the problem with it. Like, if Sneak and Show truly became a tier 0 deck and it was, like, the only deck Mardu had to worry about, then yes, Mardu would start playing Containment Priests in its sideboard, but you have to contend with the rest of the meta. So if I'm dropping, like, for example, these Prismatic Endings to play Containment Priest, then I get so much worse against blue decks, right? For example. Or drop the Libraries, I'm worse against Fair Blue. Drop the Pending, I'm worse in the Mirror and against, like, blue low to the ground decks. Drop the Lithos, I'm worse against blue low the ground decks. Like, obviously, I could cut these cards to help my Sneak matchup, but then I just get horrible matchups somewhere else. Yeah, you just have so many avenues in the deck to play around hate. Yeah, Crocus would be cool for the format, too. It's a nice little card that would help. But the thing is, what this does lose to, Novos, and you'll admit this in front of everybody, is if like Dark Ritual combo became tier 0 again, it would start beating up on this. I think even if you play all 8 forces, you still have like a bad Dark Ritual combo matchup. But Dark Ritual combo is just pushed out of the meta right now. Like no one's playing this. Maybe we need a new Dark Ritual combo pile to get people to play. Maybe we need to figure out like an ad nauseam list or something. Figure out Breach again. The past it was literally just the two decks. Yep. Yep. Yeah, yes, exactly. The way to contain Mardu is to make Mardu have a really tough matchup spread against a lot of things. Because if it's just Mardu, because like you're right, in the past Mardu was like the only really good fair deck, and all the other decks were unfair, so Mardu would just pack all the combo hate in the sideboard and it would never lose. But now that like Mardu has to beat fair blue, it's tough, right? And if people start playing mid range, oh my god, Mardu gets horrible. Like Red Prison and Eldrazi are like horrible matchups for it. No, there's no Tabernacle in this format. Otherwise, it would be really sick to play like a green lands deck. You'll notice no green decks in this collection. For that reason, despite having crop rotation, there's no Tabernacle for me to grab to kill energy. Not yet. No life either. Nope. No, none of the fun green cards. No Tabernacle, no life from the loam. Um, no Mox Diamond. I know that's not a green card, but you know, the Legacy Lands list, Maze of Ith, like all those cards aren't here. We do have like half of it. We do have like the Dark Depths combo and crop rotation, but not enough to like prop up the proper lands archetype. There is actually, you know, you can go to my channel and watch the most recent podcast because that there was a lands list that got ninth at the tournament. If you want to see that exact list, it was working, but with what Timeless has, I don't have it in my deck builder, but like it was because Timeless kind of has a weird card pool. It was like reaching for Weary Zone Guard and trying to do strip mine locks as well with the lands package. It was interesting. Yeah, surely they'll add some green cards. Like, surely we get like Eureka, Oath of Druids, Life from the Loam, and like every good land ever printed. Oh, Gaia's Cradle. Gaia's Cradle would be fire. You think the format could just absorb Gaia's Cradle? That card's insane, but I think it could. I think the format could just absorb anything that's not like all of the Power 9 being added at once, to be honest. I prefer lands not be here. Yeah, it would be ridiculous if you could do Life Alone strip line loops. Yeah. It would be kind of crazy. Golgari Stompy deck is gonna be pretty good in the current meta. Yeah, so play it. That's true, actually. Gecko S has been playing it. I need to try his list too. He just like made a video with it. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Gecko S's video. He just made it like 2 days ago. I thought he posted it in the Discord. Just kidding. Maybe he didn't. Maybe I hallucinated. Maybe it was a week ago. Oh yeah, there it is. It's from a couple days ago. Like Green Black is definitely back, guys. Like you could play this. Not my video, someone else's. But like that deck can definitely make a comeback. Yeah, Library on the draw. Good hand, right? Surely. Surprised they didn't add Cradle at the same time as Library. No. I'm so surprised we got Library and it ended up being like the best choice that they ever made. Like it's just on power level for the format. It's so good. It's not oppressively good, but it's playable. The disappointing part is that it's playable in Mardu. If it was like only playable in Eldrazi Stompy, it would be like so based, but unfortunately it's just a generically good enough card to go into Mardu. Time to lose the game to a Tamiel, right? Problem is I don't have a single answer in my deck to flip Tamiyo other than kill it, right? Kozilek's command hits creatures only, right? Yes. Warping Whale does not hit planeswalkers. I guess Karn's Silex is my main deck answer. Alright, chat, how cooked are we? Let's be honest. Let's assess the situation. I'm gonna put the Sire of the Seven Deaths under my Labyrinth, so I don't have to discard to hand size. I really didn't need to do that, honestly. I could just like play the Temple and discard an Ancient Tomb. Yeah, like, oh yeah, the 7 drop on cast. Yeah, Devourer of Destiny. I don't know if I'm getting to 7 before this thing ults, guys. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it's already at 4 going to 6. I do have all the soul lands. So, like, if I draw it, actually, yes, just barely in time. I will get there. That is the downside of this deck being colorless. You don't get, like, Eldrazi Linebreaker or any of the really aggro Eldrazi. Also, with Cavernous Souls, I think we can beat a Tamiel. Call me crazy, but I will play through it.
I am not defenseless.
Okay. I'm gonna play the Thought-Knot Seer. Or do I play Wondering? I put the creature into play that attacks and blocks, and maybe attacks Tamiyo. And it gets countered because, and I'll be very sad. D's, and I don't get to library. I think I accept, and I don't library. And then I get double dazed, and then I'm like mad about it. Stifle Gaming. Stifle Gaming. Is this mono blue Tamiyo? It's cool if they're actually playing mono blue. Because that's 3 basic islands. Oh, actually, I don't need to have my upkeep. Oh, yeah, Harbinger, true. Because there's no Luris. Well, I mean, if it's not a blue, they're not playing Luris anyway. Even Harbinger lists do not play 3 basic islands. They would be playing basic swamps or whatever their other color is. Yeah, this is just mono blue Delver, either for fun or for budget. Oh, I've been made into a doll. Now what? Draw the Devourer. Unfortunately, I don't have enough mana if I draw it off of the library, but I'm still gonna tap my library anyway. A command, can't get rid of this enchantment or anything. You're chilling. Getting it countered. It's fine. Probably not really fine, but whatever. Forced? Yeah, that's a very good force. Definitely should have forced that. Okay. I attacked him, yeah. Bang. Alright, my opponent draws half library. I think I beat them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not, like, trolling. I think with triple cavern in my hand, I win this game.
I know enough to recognize this battle's over.
I do need to Hamlet Strip Mine at some point, though. I maybe should have done that last turn. Because they do have to do 15 honest damage to me with a Hydroponics Architect. No, they will not have answers to Cavern. Also, they're gonna strip mine my library, dude. I didn't Hamlet it. No, I'm throwing. Oh, they went for my Eldrazi Temple, bro. That's crazy. Respectfully, you gotta take out library. You can't like let me have that. Actual Delver coming through. Based. I have to Hamlet here. Because it looks good. The thing is, this only works for creature spells, I believe. Creature spell, yes. So I can't protect my K command. I'm gonna Hamlet here, naming Strip Mine so I don't get stripped off my library. And then 7 deaths wins the game? Surely? Like, right? Stifle Gaming. This is so cooked. This is so bad. Ooh, cast trigger. Alright, let's take out the guy really quick. Let's take out the Delver. Oh, it just goes through? Cool. Chalice on 1. Bang. Alright, wait. With Devourer, I win this game. I wasn't joking around when I said I was gonna win this one. Wow, and I don't even have strip mine? That's crazy. They hit my land. Oh, I'm gonna lose it, guys. As I'm gonna lose it. I wonder if there's a way to boost my audio on the YouTube side. Because, like, on my side, the microphone gets close to peaking. Or are you talking about the game audio? I have the game audio low on purpose because I don't want to have to talk over it. But I do need to play with that and figure it out. First trip, 4 days, stifle in a dream. True. Okay, we get double devour. Holy moly. If we don't get stripped again. I think I should be playing the cavern though. Not caring as much about strip. Draw a card here in case I draw something castable. Another library. Cool. Next turn I gotta play Tomb, I believe, so that I can cast my card, my Devourer. And surely 2 Devourers kills my opponent. Okay. Yeah. I mean, with Borrower, I think they do clock me in time, unfortunately. Yeah, especially fine. Okay, they are going to get there. They're going to be able to take me off of my mana, off my soul lands. I do need to figure out why YouTube has me so dang quiet. Or OBS. Because the thing is, I'm looking at OBS. If I were to speak louder, right? Like, hold on. Let me do it really quick. Sorry if this hurts your ears. It's going to be loud real quick. So if I like do OBS at the normal levels, this pops into the red zone, and I'm worrying that it's peaking my mic if I do that. Especially if I speak up ever, it'll peak my mic. But if this sounds better, I could leave it like this. I just know that if I ever speak up, it peaks my mic, and then it like auto mutes me, and the audio doesn't pick up, and then it sounds weird. But if this is better, I can keep it. Maybe I've learned to talk quiet enough where I don't constantly peak my mic. Yes, I did have it lowering a little bit so I wouldn't peak it. So I think it's just because it's an old microphone and I need a new one. Had it for years. What the hell am I playing against? This deck. How long have I been streaming? 3 hours! Wowza, that's a long stream. I'm gonna be done after this, I think. That is longer, that is a while. I will probably just like release my YouTube video and call it a day after that. I want all this stuff. I want everything actually. What don't I want here? Guys, what's the cut? One ring probably, right? Because I want to play like warping whales for their creatures. Okay. Sounded fine for the last minute, by the way, right? This is me not lowering my microphone a little bit in OBS so it doesn't go into the quote-unquote red zone of peaking. Oh, I think I should just like buy a new microphone. I might right now just like go drive to Best Buy and see what they have in stock. They're gonna bring in consign, yeah, and I'm gonna be pissed. I'm really not gonna be happy about it. Alright, if I get strip mined here, that's life. Actually, I think... Yeah, I can always tap this and return it to hand. Maybe I should have led on non-imprint Labyrinth, so I don't lose my extra card. Alright, come back. Come back home. Alright, this is the better volume. Just let me know if it, like, peaks my mic, and if at any point you see my mouth moving and I'm not talking, because I've overloaded it. I don't want to get stripped again. Dude, I'm so dead if I get stripped. But I also need to play this land. I can't just, like, pass the turn. Unlucky. Alright, go next. Okay, I'll let them make their land drop, right? Maybe they also have no lands. If they play anything, I concede. Oh, whoop! He didn't play anything. Yeah, I gotta do several things better for next time. I need a new microphone. I need to not have my stream on a delay. I just like configured it with the default delay instead of a low latency because I didn't want to like mess with settings. But I don't like being 10 to 15 seconds behind chat. It doesn't need to be instant, but like 10 to 15 is notable. 5 seconds is more reasonable. Imagine if we had Wasteland and Strip Mine was unrestricted. Yeah, that would be kind of insane. If we had Wasteland instead of Strip Mine, it would just make Hydroponics even better, which is crazy. It would also make my opponent spawn a blue deck like really well positioned. If we had all 8, I wonder how many copies like Mardu Energy would run. Like, does Mardu Energy also run like Wastelands in addition to the strips, or does it just stick with 4 strips? Like, Mardu's mana base is already very stretched. It's probably not. Alright, I'm just... I mean, we have a Silex for that. Like, if we draw Ancient Tomb, like, we're totally in this game. Or draw, you know, Cavern on Eldrazi. Also totally in the game because we have double Fleshraker. And my opponent has no removal in their deck. I'm assuming because they're mono blue, they have like Brazen Borrower as their removal. Strip Mine is checking Hydroponics. Yeah, exactly. If it was Wasteland Hydro, it would be even more oppressive somehow. Mirrors would get so weird. Alright, let me get out of here. Get out of here. Alright, let's play something else. I'll play like 1 or 2 more games on stream, then wrap it up. Because I'm gonna get tired of streaming very soon. Let's play... Actually, I want to play this that I was playing by myself. It's like Mardu adjacent. It's like Mardu with different cards, pretty much. I like to play around with the configuration of energy and aggro every so often. So I can't show you guys the deck list like I have it in Untapped. You guys don't see my overlay. But it's a lot of your favorites. I cut the mana base down to 2 colors just to beat Orzhov so that we could play both Library and Strip Mine in the main. So this deck looks kind of insane, right? We're playing both because we're only a 2-color deck. And we're just playing the Orzhov cards from energy. So I cut a Johnny, and I added Sorin from Modern Horizons, and it's kind of chopped, but also kind of cool, and I want to get some more games in with us to see how these cards do. He's gonna name Strip. Lucky for me, I got the library too. Oh, card. Alright, Ocelot Pride, very good. Oh, my double natty Strip. This deck is insane. Playing all the colorless lands. Like, it's unhinged. I understand I built, like, an insane, greedy, unhinged deck, but I wanted to stress test this. Including today, because I just played, like, a couple games 2 days ago with this, and I want more games. I want to, like, be punished for my greed. But, like, literally every time I play this deck, I'm not punished for my greed. I'm never punished. I've, like, literally never been punished playing this deck. It's just, like, I tap my library, I win the game. I tap Strip Mine, I win the game. It's insane. It's actually crazy. I'm going to play my Peddler here, and hopefully they pop Silex right away. Yeah, I have to take One Ring. One Ring is too impactful of a card to let them have. I do think I beat them, though, with Library. Yeah. Yeah, no, I swapped decks. This isn't Mardu. This is a very greedy energy build that dropped red to play both Library and Strip in the main. It's insane greed. I gotta pop my Library now before I drop a card. Alright. Look at it, opponent. I got all the colorless lands. It's beautiful. Alright, take my swords. That makes sense. Problem is they're kind of road blocking me here. They're very much road blocking me. Draw card. Like, I gotta clear this, and they did take my swords. And it's not like I can just, like, force damage through this. I want them to pop this Silex so I can rebuild. I'm just gonna put Luris in my hand here and discard the strip mines because they're turned off by Hamlet. My opponent might pop Silex now? Now that they cracked that? Probably not, though. We're in a tough situation because their cards are just so much better than ours. Now they get to name library and we're out of it. Damn. Now what? I can't interact with their mana base anymore now that they turned off strip. Yeah, it's not that great. Yeah, exactly. They're in a spell slot, and I cut like the red from Mardu to ensure that. I have 18 lands that tap for colors. Oh, you're attacking with TKS? I'm totally going to gang block this because I don't have removal for it. You have Warping Whale. Never mind. I'm not gang blocking anything. I'm just dead, I think. Eldrazi's a bad matchup for Mardu, as we know. Even though this isn't Mardu, it's Mardu in Spirit. Sorin of House Markov. Dies to Karn Silex. Do I just play it anyway and kind of force it? Probably, right? Sorin of House Markov, as they say. These silent clearings to draw a card. That's not really going to help me, though. I want them to pop the Silex so that I can rebuild, so let's make it happen, right? We can use Laris to rebuild, so like I'm gonna just like greedy overcommit to the board, and hopefully my opponent decides now is the time to pop the Silex. Take two. I'll probably flash in Bowmasters, extort them. This is sorcery only, so I can wait till end step here. Oh, posture. Holy moly, I've been leaning like this for God knows how long. Okay, they clear the board now. I'm cool with it. I am going to get hit for a lot of damage here. I think I let it all through right now. Well, no, I think I blocked the Juggernaut. We're taking a lot of damage. Maybe even chump with the Bowmaster itself so I can revive at Luris. Though this turn at Luris, I want to revive Peddler first, so we block here. Next turn we block with Bowmasters, rebuy it for more chump blockers. They can also exile it with Whale, but like I don't care. Okie dokie. Luris, rebuys Peddler. Oh, I just hit 666 views in the stream. That's cursed. I don't know how it counts those total views, to be honest. I have 64 current viewers, but 666 views. I know it's cumulative views somehow. I just don't know how it gets counted. Ugh. Just take your Juggernaut and leave me alone. I do have two silent clearings to draw cards, but we're going to lose our Luris here, which is bad. Actually, 1 mana short of casting Devourer here. Oh, they just make a thing? Oh, so they can cast Devourer. Okay, yeah. Devourer hit Luris is gonna probably knock me out of the game. Actually, I'll concede to that if they target Luris. Okay. No, I don't think it counts the views instantly. I think you have to watch for X number of minutes. I'll Google it, how it's counted. Against Eldrazi, I think we just need the Thought Seizes. Yeah, this is a really chopped list. Don't copy it. Don't copy this. It's chopped. I want both Library and Strip is the thing. I want all of these cards. Probably the Fatal Pushes come out. But then I don't have enough removal for their shit. We don't need voices, actually, so we can take voices, we can play some fatal pushes, and then we hope that this is enough. Look at the flute, too. Yeah. I wonder if their actual Scipio is a vintage player? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wish you could message random people on this client, but WotC doesn't let us. We can't be trusted with it. I can't be trusted. The things I would say to blue mages. No, don't be toxic, guys. Don't do that. It's not funny. It's not funny. Be kind to your fellow arena gamers. One ring is definitely most impactful thing in their hand. We got a ticket. And then we just play with one drops. I also wanted to try Unbreakable Remnant, which is the other reason that like I was looking for an excuse to be two colors. Because if I don't have to fit like Amp Draft or Bombardment, Ragavan, Johnny into the deck, I have slots for this. Guide Pride Gaming. We love Guide Pride Gaming. Alright, so we'll have a Flying Ocelot Pride next turn, and we could use that to flip Sorin of House Markov. Sorin is really good, actually, after getting a chance to play with it. Like, watch. We're going to play Sorin here. We're going to flip Sorin, we're going to kill Fleshraker with it. Yeah, nice for Sorin, I'm sure. Sorin is a cool card. And I have -1 here? Fleshraker's dead. Like, this card behaves a lot like a Johnny. I really like it. Thought-Knot Seer to Commander Sorin, sure. Fine. I just get the Summon Luris. I am cool with it. I'm just gonna make the food here. Food gives me City's Blessing. I already almost have City's Blessing. Would I rather minus Sorin? I would need to gain one more life to kill Thought-Knot Seer. I don't have a good way to do that, so I think I just make food token and summon Luris. Ocelot Pride is gonna copy this food, by the way. Sorin is like such gas, it's crazy. Like, look, 2 foods. Alright, they get to Hardcast Devourer here. Taking out my Sorin, probably, but like, I'm Guide Pride Gaming. I think they just lost, right? They're not gonna beat this. Maybe they should take out my Ocelot Pride, if anything. Do take out Sorin. Sorin. Ooh, and we can swords them if needed. Alright, that's good. Alright, when energy's good, it's unbeatable. Ilgari Silex. Too late. It's just a turn too late on that one. Alright, small indie client has a visual bug in it. That's fine. Alright, we're gonna get Chaliced here, and we're gonna lose because this deck doesn't have a way to remove Chalice because I put it together yesterday, and it's bad. Keep 7? Good keep. Never mind. Classic Chalice. At least we do get to use our strip mine. Ooh, easy library off the top. Always rewarded as usual. Never punished. I will never be punished for my greed ever. Flesh Raker, yeah, I don't know how to have a removal spell that hits that. Through Chalice. How I beat Chalice is by drawing a billion cards. That is just how it's gonna go. Just gonna play a tap land and like discard that. Sadly. Does this beat Chalice? No, it doesn't, right? If I spend 2 mana on it, or it does? We'll find out. Is escaping this beat Chalice? I think it does. Alright, Chalice thrown away into Chalice. They probably have a 4-drop they want to play here, like the Ring. Oh no, it doesn't throw away, it sticks. Either way, 4 mana for a Thought-Knot Seer if they have it. Or they're just working towards 1 ring mana. Kozilek's command themselves, of course. Let me just draw my card. Nah, I don't have Pending. I cut Pending because I'm like, this is a 2-color deck, but then I queue into a Chalice deck and maybe I should just have Pending anyway. I have Portable Hole over Pending because 2-color deck. But maybe that's just wrong because Chalice is so common. Strip Mine has been named, not Library. They're content to let me draw cards. That's scary. I do not like that. Alright, I'm going to peddle you. And we're going to see what's up. Blah. I can't beat any of these cards. I'll accept that you get a removal spell on a stick, I guess. I mean, this game is just a lost cause. I need Pending over Portable Hole. But then still, I would need sideboard slots for it. Right, my library's turned off. We gotta win with what we got. We got the Unbreakable Remnant, which might or might not beat Chalice. We'll find out. But it doesn't, because it's not an X spell like Prismatic Ending or whatever, right? It's only X spells that have that variable mana value, but I guess I'll just throw away my Remnant to the Gods of Chalice. Oh, I don't even have Escape Fuel for it. That's tragic. Alright, I'm going to concede this game. I'm just curious if it works. Because it's still mana value 1 on the stack, even though I paid 2 mana for it, right? Yeah, okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. Okay. Wow, I lost 300 rank in 1 game? That's a lot. Okay. I'm tired. I'm gonna hop off in 5 minutes. If anybody wants to look at decks or talk about them real quick, let me know. If not, I will just make my YouTube video go live and I'll send you guys the link so that you guys can all go watch it. If you want to help my YouTube video go wild in the algo, just leave a comment on it saying that it is very cool or a like. Because if it gets a bunch of those early, YouTube will say, wow, this is the best video ever. I need to boost this in the algorithm. And then I get famous. I publish this. Top 5 records for New Alchemy. We just talked about that on the podcast that came out like 2 days ago. Let me get this link and then think about it. It's definitely... Actually, we could search it in Arena, right? Also, this is my video that just came out. Go watch it. Set YOSOS? Or is it Y26 on Arena? It is. Okay. the best ones consumed by history by far. The best one. This is just very strong. It's an upgrade to Pyroclasm. Inspiring Easel is also like very playable in Timeless. We were just playing deck with it earlier. It's really, really sweet. Flare Invocations is a very breakable card. I'm gonna be looking to see if somebody breaks this. Like a good self mill effect that has a nice perpetual addition to it. This Spade is probably next thing on my radar just because it seeks two specific cards to the graveyard. So if there's ever a combo you could seek, it could be very good. And then Interdisciplinary Studies for the same reason. It seeks a multicolored card, so if there's a specific combo you want to build around, this is it. And Analog Core too, if you want to have a number 6, this is technically playable. How would you build the new Bridge from Below? Well, first of all, not in my collection, probably. Oh wow, there's a bunch of them that aren't, but I already crafted the good ones. Where's the new Bridge from Below? This guy, Corpse Weaver. How would I build it? I have no clue. I don't know. I would need a lot more time to think about this. I don't think there was an obvious build that jumped out to me. The condition to get the bridge is very small or very easy, right? You have to gain life, so you could just put it in your Guide of Souls deck. I don't know how you would actually like build this to abuse it properly and break it. So, well, I would need a while to think about that. How would you Ulid the New Bride? That card, Ulid? Oh, how about you build New Bride? I'm an idiot. Is there a New Bride? I don't know the card that you're talking about. Yeah, Laurel with, yeah, other self-mill cards like that, very cool. I was thinking about it too, but like no matter how I built it for Timeless, it seemed way below power level. Seek Rapid might keep it interdisciplinary, S&T it in a Playhead World's Wide Worm as an instant one, yeah. But like, you probably just want to seek and attract, so like a normal human being. Let's be real. Build Mill now. Mill's horrible. I'm sorry, it's not competitive in this format. You could look at a historic Mill list and try to port it, but like it's not really gonna get you anywhere. Like I don't mean to be mean, but you're gonna win 20% of your games, or I would at least, like trying to play it at a reasonably high rank. If you want to play it for fun, go for it. Like, yeah, you could seek Violent Outburst. That's another good one. And it doesn't interfere with your Cascade because it's a 3-drop. That's another application of it. I like that. All right. I think I'm done with the streaming. Let me have protection or yeah. You can learn for protection. Yeah, learning is pretty cool. I don't have all the lessons memorized, and we keep getting more of them, which is cool. I don't even have all of them in my collection. Like, this is a lot of cards you can grab now. This is a lot. There's useful stuff in there. Any off the radar new deck in Timeless? Yeah, the mono white stompy one that got top 8 in the tournament that I'll have a video coming out with in a few days. I recorded it this morning. I think it should come out in 2 days. If I'm remembering my schedule, this is really fun. This needs more people playing it. It's actually like very good, very fun. The problem is it's got like a lot of dorky cards like Sage of the Skies that like don't go in any other decks, so I'm sure a lot of people just don't want to craft it. But this is like very fun and actually very good. A lot of the same strengths as Eldrazi is what we were just playing as like an Ancient Tomb, Cavernous Souls, Stompy kind of deck. Plus it gets to play all the good white removals, so you play Wrath of the Skies and Solitude so that you can contain energy like really easily. You don't even need to play Chalice. You just like play all the good Hate Bears in the format. Play One Ring. It's got all the good stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I just put out a video. which is this one. You guys want to watch it and boost it? So I'm not going away. You got Sages from Standard? Yeah, definitely try this then. Because Sage is the one card I had to craft 4 copies of, and I'm like, really? Sage? It's crazy good. It's very good with Chrome Mox and Solitude. It's very trivial to enable it in Timeless between those 2 cards. So you could do it on turn 1, even with the Chrome Mox, or just like easily on turn 2 if you have Ancient Tomb Plains, Solitude. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much to everybody who came out today. There's so many more people watching than I thought. I didn't think we would get up to 60 something viewers at one point. That was sick. That's sweet. Like I didn't expect that much support. So thanks everyone. Appreciate it. My video's out. Go watch it. Oh, we'll sign off. I'll probably stream again tomorrow because this is pretty fun. Like it's chill. I can just hop on and stream for an hour or two because it's holiday weekend. Just chilling. And yeah.